Well, hello everyone, good evening, and thank you to Persistent straight up for the resub. 8 months, not bad. Thank you very much. Good to have you around, and welcome everyone. Welcome to Laurence Plays, where tonight is an XCOM 2 night. We are playing XCOM 2: War of the Chosen, and at the moment things are a little bit of a struggle because basically everybody is wounded. I exaggerate ever so slightly there, but things have been a little bit dangerous out there. There've been lots of aliens taking pot shots at us, and yes, it's things are not as good as they might be. Still, we'll carry on sort of struggling and poking at the aliens, and hopefully things will go reasonably well. I think this guy down here needs to be renamed. Oh no, I don't know who. This looks like someone who isn't one of the supporters, so he needs to be re-everythinged. But we'll do that at some point. We also need to send Mike in for training in being a ranger because we're a bit short of those. The other thing is because there's been a couple of random a couple of random promotions. We've had people coming in with various different skills to what I would ideally want, or different classes to what I would ideally want them to be. So I've got rather a lot of specialists, 1, 2, 3, 4, and not very many of the sort of the more useful classes like rangers. So we'll get Mike set up to be a ranger. We've got 1, 2, 3 sharpshooters, 2 grenadiers, and I think that's all the classes there. So yeah, we're a bit short of rangers and grenadiers. The sharpshooters are probably okay, but yes, we shall see how things go with that. So the first thing I'm going to do is head over to research.
Our research is progressing as expected, Commander.
And say, actually,
if we intend on discovering the purpose
I want to do this one.
Extracted from you, we'll need to conduct the appropriate research as soon as possible.
That's fine. So we will do the plot relevant research, because I believe if I do this one, then I can build a hospital. Yeah. So we'll get on that. Get on with that one. We do have some of the guys up. Some of you people are going to be ready again relatively soon. So we've got Dragonova is going to be back in less than a day. Ed and Peter are going to be back in less than a day. And then we've got about a week before Pete will be up and running around again, and about a week for attack as well. So all of these are a little bit longer than I would like them to be. The problem is, I suspect by the time we've actually... Oh, shut up, Betos.
In our newfound purpose, we will strike back at those
if I click hard enough on his face, do you think she'll go away? Yeah, but the problem is, by the time I built this hospital that we're going to research up for, everyone will have got better just through sheer passage of time, which is a bit unfortunate. But at least if we have a hospital, we can tell Pete to stop being scared of sectoids. That's what he's scared of. So not a lot more we can do there. Apart from just sort of poke at that and just sort of wait for people to recover. We do have we don't even have any spaces left to build. Oh, yes, we do. We've got a space over here where we can put in a hospital. So that's okay, kind of. Right. So, I mean, there's not much else to do around here. We might as well carry on trying to. Where are we? Oh, over here. Here. Okay. What are we actually trying to do? So, more engineers are always useful. So I'll probably do that. We've got the choice between resistance contacts, which is probably useful, and the engineer, or investigating some life signs, which will get us intel, or going over to the black market to spend the intel, or possibly make some supplies. And yeah, we can't go over there yet. All right, let's get another engineer, because at least then we'll be able to build stuff up quickly, and hopefully nothing too drastic will happen in the next few days.
Commander, there were a few wounded during the latest covert action, but after a few days rest, everyone will be ready to get back out there.
Ed's been wounded as well. Great.
This is where the Templar faction maintains their headquarters. I'll admit they can be a bit extreme when it comes to psionics, but so far they seem loyal to our cause. We can scan at this location to gain additional support from their people.
Okay, so what sort of...
My people understand the value of our cooperation, Commander. The Elders see us as nothing more than raw materials for their design. We will take back our power and turn it against them. Oh, Commander, it's about time we spoke, don't you think? I'm Geist.
They're a bit chatty in this game, aren't they?
Order. But I'm sure you already knew that. Stories of me tend to spread far and wide. You are welcome here anytime, Commander.
Well, that's nice. They're friendly, at least.
All others of your kind, you alone know the true power of the Elders. You have touched their minds. You have heard their voice. And surely you know that they must fall. On behalf of all Templars, I humbly offer our services towards their demise. Together, we shall be unstoppable. With our success comes the opportunity for you to assign us new orders, Commander.
Right. So now we can go into over here. So we've gained contact with the Templars. It looks like we've gained an additional soldier from them, which is going to be extremely useful given how short we are of troops. So that's really useful. We could now we need to choose another covert action to do. Now I'm sort of tempted to say let's wait a moment or two for this, but because we're so short of soldiers right now. But on the other hand, I feel like it's also quite worth pushing out and carrying on with all of these missions. So we have a choice between continuing with the assassin hunt down, which feels like a good idea because it would be nice to get rid of the assassin, and she's only going to get stronger from what I gather. We can recruit another engineer, and engineers are useful, so that's sort of is a useful thing. We could go out and get some supplies, and all of these are 3 soldier things. We could start looking for the Warlock as well, which again, I'm not sure. I don't think I really want to do that one yet. We've got quite enough going on with one chosen at the moment. We could increase the income. It's only 13 a month. That's not a huge amount. And we could get improved. Okay, so heavy cannons could be improved as well. That's only let's give us a 4-day research for that, I presume. That's vaguely nice. This feels like quite a good one to have in the long run, and it only takes 1 soldier. Yes, let's do that. So who should we send? Who can we send in? I don't want to send in Mike because I want to get him trained up. Oh, I should have had him training up as a ranger. I forgot about that. That's a mistake. Mark, we are leveling up as a pistolier, as a sharpshooter as opposed to a sniper. So him having some extra dodge would be quite useful. Let's go for that one. Hey Sophia, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining. Hopefully you should all see. Yes, the chat should be popping up over on the right hand side now. That's something I've just turned on because there's been so many people asking for it. I thought it was worth trying. So now those of you on YouTube can see those of you on Twitch and vice versa. I was supposed to be streaming onto Kick as well, but apparently Kick doesn't actually work, and their monetization challenges are extremely excessive. So yeah, I've not got that working properly just yet. Got so many wounded. I don't really want to send any of these people on it. Why some of these? Okay. Oh right, you can't send people with special. What's names on these missions, or recruits by the look, or rookies by the looks of it. Let's send Mark out on this one, and a scientist as well. And then he'll get that dodge reward, which is going to be useful because he's supposed to be, as I said, he's supposed to be one of those people who gets in up close and personal with a pistol and starts shooting people from relatively short range. So having extra dodge on him would be quite useful. So let's send them off on that one.
Followers will lead this action to victory.
Thank you. And we've got an engineer here making the covert action take 33% less time. So that's good. Now let's do what I was talking about a moment ago. Go over to the guerrilla school and teach Mike to be a guerrilla. And we want him specifically to be a ranger type guerrilla. So we'll stick him in here, and in a few days he will be somewhat more useful than he is as a recruit. Also, I note that we've got that new psionic guy, so let's have a look at him and see what he can. Templar, that's the one. See what he can do. Promote. So he's got as a straight up, just as a Templar, he gets Psyblade, which is a stabby thing. It won't miss. That's nice. It triggers momentum and generates focus. So these are, I'm vaguely aware, are sort of Templary powers, but I don't really know what they mean, and I should probably find out as we get on further into it. He can also zap, which is a psionic Okay, so it uses so this one generates focus. This when one kills, this one uses focus, and if you've got lots of it, then it'll sort of it's like the lightning gun in Factorio Krastorio, that where you zap one enemy and it leaps to another one. So that sounds quite nice. And he's got focus is just a thing apparently. So we're leveling him up to corporal, which means he gets parry. So if he uses rend, then he can assure the next attack does no damage. That sounds quite nice. That also sounds quite nice if I use Vault quite a bit, because it'll give us a plus 15 aim boost, which would be quite nice, especially if he goes and stabs somebody who's hiding in cover. Then everyone else might actually have a chance of hitting them. Mark a single target with psionic lens, cause them to take an additional 33% damage from a number of future single target attacks. So presumably that means that the number is going to increase as he gets better, or something like that. It's a little bit vague, but presumably that means then he can basically he can mark someone and then make them take more damage when they get shot by a sniper in the next thing. We could also have him not trigger Overwatch or reaction fire. I mean that would actually be quite useful for somebody who goes in and stabs stuff. I think I want to take parry here, and I think I'm probably going to take parry for the defensiveness, and shadow step also for defensiveness, so he can run around and basically ignore Overwatch, because we've noticed how annoying that is when the assassin uses it. Granted, the aliens don't tend to use Overwatch as much as I do, but still, I think that could be quite a good thing to have as well. So let's take parry because it's fairly cheap. And let's take shadow step as well, because I think that'll be fun. We'll take those out of the shared pool. Yes, that's fine. Okay. So that means I now have 1, 2, 3. I do have the full 5 soldiers available now, so I can go out on a mission with a full complement of troops. Pete is still 5 days out from recovering, and Mike is 5 days out from actually being a ranger, but. I guess we'll see how things go. We'll see when they turn up and when we get a mission. But I do have enough people that I can actually go out on them.
Should come as no surprise.
Oh, just like that. Oh no, that's.
Commander, the aliens continue to make progress on the Avatar project. If we're going to slow them down, we'll need to move fast.
And that came a bit out of nowhere, but sure, okay. I guess we'll just carry on scanning for that engineer because I don't know what else to do.
Are no different than countless other species who found themselves obsessed with the Elder's power.
Okay, I mean that's fine. The Lost are more of an annoyance than an actual danger. We can rip through them pretty quickly without too much trouble. They're not that much of a worry. We haven't done any missions yet, Madman. So. I haven't managed to get you killed yet. Oh no, you're not. You don't even exist. I can't get you killed. That's a shame. But we have finished a research.
If only I had known. Ah, Commander, excellent timing. There's been some progress. I've managed to break down several key components of the chip implanted into your skull. My analysis reveals that its primary function was that of a conduit, passing a vast amount of data directly to your cerebral cortex. With the
Yes, can't kill that which has no life.
Data is lost. Several fragments do remain, however, ghosts, if you will. Observe. Tactical combat simulations, war games. The sheer volume of encounters you were processing was astounding. It is truly remarkable that you survived as long as you did. Though this may seem disconcerting, there is still some good news. This chip bears a striking resemblance to a medical implant I briefly assisted in developing at the gene therapy clinic in New Providence. My understanding was that the implants were intended for high-ranking Advent officers only, captains or above. Retrieving a chip from such an officer would be the only way to know for certain. A greater understanding of these implants would undoubtedly benefit us all, Commander.
New objective added.
Right, so we need to kill an Advent officer. That seems quite doable.
The Advent officers have clearly been modified to allow for their subordinates to receive new orders psionically. The implanted
There we go.
chip
We've got the
is
facility
key.
available. We've got hospital, infirmary available now. So we'll build one of them, and we can now. Oh, Gauss weapons. I mean, I did want to do those. And we can do an instant faceless autopsy, that's nice, and instant sectoid autopsy. Okay, well, let's get the instant autopsies done. So we can do the sectoid one
Though I was never
like
witness
this.
to one myself. Countless observers attest to the existence of a much smaller, less intimidating variant of the sectoid that took part in the original invasion. In the time since, this new being, the product of clear genetic manipulation, is now a familiar face to our forces operating in the field. The sectoid's rapid physical evolution over the past 20 years is a testament to both the aliens' mastery of genetic engineering and their pursuit of advancement, regardless of the risks.
We are still on the first Mango persistent. We haven't managed to kill any of them off yet, I'm afraid. We've only had 2 deaths. One was Tack, and the other one was Mike. So we have reincarnated both of them already. But we're going to try and keep it down to as few as we reasonably can. So we can now research a mind shield. La 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 la. New research. We'll do the faceless autopsy just because it's instant as well.
Describe the difficulties we have had in attempting to handle this creature, affectionately known as the Faceless, to our troops. The nebulous
Semi-solid
form of its
outer
physical
layer.
structure,
Lovely.
including a pliable, semi-solid outer layer, seems to be slowly degrading now that the creature has expired. There is also a pungent odor that only seems to grow stronger as time passes.
Ain't he a stinker? Lovely.
Often wondered how the aliens could conceive of such a being. Is there another world out there filled with these shape-shifting creatures?
Ah, but now we can build a
Or
mimic
are they
beacon.
merely
Those sound
another
quite handy,
construct
actually.
of alien genetic tampering.
I think I'll have to make one of them because the mimic beacon allows you to get, as it says, it creates a holographic decoy to distract enemies. So they'll shoot that instead of my troops. So if you think you're not going to be able to take out all of the aliens on a turn, throw one of these in at the front, and they'll attack that instead of you. And that seems extremely useful. So yes, we'll definitely have one of those. So we have an inspiration on the Gauss weapons. We'll take it down to 9 days. That's still quite a long time, but that would give us, is that the sniper rifle or sniper rifle and heavy cannon versions of the Gauss, whatever they're called, magnetic weapons. Alternatively, I can get on with this plate armor, which is also a 9-day research, but we're most of the way through with that. I think I'm going to accept losing the Gauss weapon inspiration and carry on with the plate armor instead, because given the rate the troops are getting wounded at, I think it would be rather useful to have some armor available for them to give them a little bit more protection, a little bit more survivability. No persistent 2.0s either. We've only had, as I say, only had a couple of deaths, and it wasn't you. Put it that way. Hello, Gort. Welcome. It's going pretty well. I think we haven't done any missions yet today, so nobody's got hurt. We're just sort of punching through some researches fairly quickly, and I think yes. So let's get on with the plate armor as well.
That is an important task, Commander.
And is this filling up from this end or from that end? Is it sort of more than half done or just less than half done? I'm not sure, but we'll leave that to carry on ticking through.
I must admit, having successfully completed the operation necessary to remove the commander's implant, I am intrigued by the possibility of examining another subject for comparative analysis. Since the officer in question will likely have expired long before arrival here, I may rely on a faster, more...
Right, so that's the... Training centre is now finished. Excellent. So that allows us to get extra bonds between our soldiers. That's nice. Oh, and it can retrain or acquire soldier abilities. So that seems to be quite a useful thing to have. Why that requires a hologram of a sectoid, I'm not quite sure, but I guess we're probably going to shoot it. Maybe people will be able to be a little bit better at shooting if this goes right. That's a good point, Tristan. Yes, there are 2 ways to reduce the amount of damage. One is to protect the soldiers more, and the other is to kill the aliens quicker. Given the accuracy problems we sometimes have, I think it might be better to have it like this. Okay, so this will allow me to go in, I believe, and give people extra unlock extra skills for my troops. Now, at the moment we've got 9 action points for this, or ability points for this soldier, so that would be enough to get absolutely nothing. But I could pull from the XCOM pool as well. So we could give Peter, for example, we could also give him the medical protocol so he can heal people as well, or lightning reflexes so that nobody can, so that reaction shots against him will miss. So that seems quite useful. I'm kind of torn between the extra damage and extra health points. They both seemed like good options, but yeah, it's a tricky one. I also think possibly these. What do you think of the amount of time these messages last for? By the way, do they stay on screen long enough, or do I need to extend it a little bit, especially if I'm going to talk to them? It's also allowed. So basically, this gives me the opportunity to turn Peter into a medic as well as a combat specialist. So that could potentially be useful. If you get a kill, you are give a single bonus move. That seems quite nice. Can people people who are injured can also get these things as well? So we could give Cheese Wheel any of these things like blast padding or automatic Overwatch. Nice. I mean, there's a lot of good stuff in here, but nobody's quite got enough ability points yet to buy them. I don't think. This is one of those things where I feel like I'm going to have to spend a lot of time looking through these to decide what's going to be good. So, okay, now this is particularly useful for Mango. Has got the 12 ability points, so that's absolutely fantastic. So we could, for example, here 25. Wow. We could give Mango the run and gun straight out of our own ability points, and that would mean that she can then dash and do a double shot. Dash and then shoot. As well as being able to conceal. That would be incredibly useful. I think run and gun is so useful. I'm going to give that one to Mango just straight up. This is the sort of thing where I kind of need to spend some time going through here and looking at everyone's everything and trying to decide what we want to give them. So in Pete's case, I mean, again over here, conceal would be quite useful. So we'd have 2 sneaky Reapers. But yeah, I think I'll spend some time between episodes having a look through these rather than trying to assign them all now, or just maybe apply them when I promote someone if I think, oh, hang on, that'd be really useful. But that's been some very useful stuff. Let me see if I can quickly tweak the messages to stay up for slightly longer. 1 second, settings. History, appearance, chat over. This one. Okay, I've hopefully now increased it to a minute before the messages disappear. We'll see if that's any better. Hey Mark, hey Tack. Well, welcome both of you. Or are you just saying hello to each other? Okay. Well, I've almost doubled the amount of time the messages stay up for. They're now disappearing after a minute instead of 35 seconds. So that's a step in the right direction. Yeah, I thought you were already here, Tack, but I was just being overly friendly.
Our work is proceeding as expected, Commander.
And oh no, we've lost the inspiration on the Gauss weapons now. It's only an extra 2 days, but I think given that the armor is already half done, we'll leave that one running. The Gauss weapons would only help. Was it the heavies? That wasn't where I meant to look. That was where I meant to look.
Research is proceeding as planned, Commander.
The Gauss weapons would specifically. Oh no, it's the snipers and the heavies. Snipers and the cannons. So is certainly useful, but not quite as big a deal as the other thing would be. I also wanted to come over here to engineering. And nope. And build an item. Because I want a mimic beacon. I'll have one of them, please. What did that cost? Actually, I didn't even look. 2 faceless corpses and 75 supplies. Wow. Okay, that's fine. It's not like we're going to use the faceless corpses for a lot else. Over here on the weapon side, we could upgrade his. What's that? 25 supplies and 2 alloys. Yeah, we can afford that. Let's upgrade our Templar immediately. And the armor we can't do yet because we haven't researched it. But I do also want to build a facility. Over here, I want to build an infirmary. Let's try not to forget these things. Oh, I don't have the power for that. Damn it. Okay. The power relay is... What's that? So you think having the chat up there would be more useful? Would be better? I can give that a shot. Yeah, exactly. I think the mimic beacons are very worth having. So the text from there will eventually, if you guys are talkative enough, it'll scroll all the way up to the top of the screen. But otherwise, it'll appear down there where it is at the moment. Oh, is that demolished building? Okay, we won't do that then. Oh. Yeah, you lot could be fairly chatty. Power in the coil spot. Yeah, I could put more engineers in down here. Do I have more engineers? I've got some No, Sarah is busy in the resistance ring, but actually I suppose she's not that vital. Yeah, let's bring her over here to do this one. Power coil. Because we're not... Yeah, it's going to be a while, but that's frustrating. It's going to be quite a long time before I'm able to build the hospital at this rate. By which time everyone will have healed up, so, yeah. You know, I'm not going to complain about you guys being overly chatty, because it's probably a very useful thing, because it means I think hopefully it'll help it'll make all the places I'm streaming to think my stream is very, very popular.
I think Dad would
So yeah, no complaints from me.
Here. For the first time in a long time, we're actually a threat to the aliens, and they know it. Now we just have to make all those people in the colonies remember what we're fighting for. My father didn't die so we could become a race of cowering test subjects for the aliens to toy with. We just have to get the people's attention.
Thanks, Shen. Right, so I mean, I can't build the hospital here until for 5 days, plus however long it takes to build the power coil, power relay, plus however long it takes to build the infirmary. And I think everyone's going to have healed up by then, probably. But never mind. At least that means that the next time everybody gets hurt, we'll be able to heal them up a bit more quickly. Anyway, let's go back to trying to get this engineer so we can build that thing, do that even more quickly. Oh, but no, we have a retaliation mission.
There will be no escape. No mercy for those who would defy my gods.
Right, so does this mean we're going to get the warlock down here? I hope not, but probably, to be honest. So, right, this is where things are going to get messy.
Setting course for the South African sector.
Yes, Sophia, I think that is indeed the training centre where Will Smith shoots the little girl with the quantum mechanics books. That's really loud. Let's turn that down a bit. There we go. Okay, so as sort of discussed previously, I think this might be everybody we're capable of taking at the moment. So we've got on the mission. Yeah, that is literally everyone. We have no choice as to who we're going to take. Let's make weapons available, make utility items available. Let's go through and decide what we want people to have. So, what do we have? We have two specialists. We have essentially sort of a ranger, sort of a sniper, scouty type, whatever, and a straight up sniper. So this is going to be interesting. Okay, the mimic beacons have been nerfed a bit. That's a shame, but I guess what can you do? So we're going to have the sniper take in the medkit, because that means he can be at the back and then rush forwards with the medkit if as and when required, but probably won't be shot at too much, and hopefully won't need his grenades too much. We'll give one of these guys, one of the specialists, the mimic beacon, because he's probably going to find that very useful. And he is a much higher rank than Russo. So we're going to leave Russo with the grenade, because anyone can use a grenade, whereas someone would need someone with a slightly higher rank to be able to use a gun effectively, basically. Dragonova, we can't do anything with Dragonova. She's just got the vector rifle. Fine. I assume we haven't upgraded this. No, we haven't. And she's got the Claymore as a secondary. Fine. Oh yes, he gets his shard gaunts are apparently the primary weapon, and a pistol as a secondary. Okay, fine. And his pistol's been upgraded, which is nice. I think that's probably everything we want to do. Oh, actually, no, we don't. No, let's go in and have a look at other things we could possibly give to these people. So, like PCS things, advanced conditioning. What's that? That gives him extra health. So I think that's going to be worthwhile for somebody who's probably going to be at the front. So let's give that to this guy, because he's going to be running over and stabbing people in the face. So I think he's much more likely to be on the front line. So we'll give him the PCS like that. Then do we have any weapon upgrades available? We have a stock. Hopefully the sniper won't be missing shots. That's probably going to be more useful for somebody who's a bit more sort of up front and a bit more on the front line, I think. So we'll give that to Peter. Let's stick it in his what do we call it? This is a what do we call it? That's not what I meant at all. I meant loadout. This is the upgrade. Yes, it is a mag rifle. Good, and we'll give him the weapon upgrade. And hopefully he won't miss, but if he does, then it'll still do some damage. So I think that's worthwhile. Okay, that's all of the stuff we have to assign to people. We've got the 2 new novelty devices. We don't have the smoke grenade, but I think having at least some explosives out there is going to be quite useful. Oh, I think make weapons available is only sort of very specialised weapons, sort of the unique ones. Whereas we've just upgraded everybody's assault rifles to the magnetic ones. Oh, okay. Oh right. Oh yes, you're quite right. Okay, so this one he can have one with an advanced laser sight, and there's one with a stock. So we'll give him the laser sight. And then, presumably was this one I upgraded? I think it might have been. Yeah, okay, no, he's got the one that was upgraded already. Fine. That's a good point. In that case, let's check over here, see if there's any sniper. Yes, there's an upgraded sniper rifle here. So we've got a fast reload, or we've got a 5% chance that it will not cost an action. I think that's going to be more useful because that's a definite benefit. That's a 1 in 20, so we'll go for this one. Dragonova only has one gun. He only has one. Right. Okay. Thank you for pointing that out. Tack. That's very useful. I did not realise that the weapons could be handed around between soldiers like that. That's really useful. Thank you. So now we are fully ready to go. I think. Let's find out what happens. See how things go. I just hope the warlock doesn't turn up too quickly. Oh, I just hope the warlock doesn't turn up, rather.
Sky Ranger squad green to deploy.
Oh yes, I've had problems with Faceless showing up and pretending to be civilians. So you run over, try and rescue them, possibly at a weird time. Okay, music's still a bit loud. Okay, how are the sort of the sound effects and things? Shall I just turn down the music and leave the sound effects as they are?
We just got word the aliens are
Yeah,
getting
seems
a
like
resistance
it.
outpost with everything they've got, and our people don't stand a chance against them. We're heading in to secure the area, eliminate all enemy contacts.
Yeah, I'll turn the music down once we get into the mission and I can get to the menus again. That's fair. When I'm talking, I should be the only thing that's being annoying. Options, audio, music volume. Just no. There we go. Let's turn them down. Voice volume down a little bit as well.
Double time.
There we go.
One of those chosen is leading an assault on the resistance encampment in this area.
So we are definitely getting your chosen.
People are doing what they can to fight back, but we need to help protect the civilians trapped nearby. There's a group of resistance soldiers hunkered down not far from your position. Move in and help fend off the attacking alien forces.
Is this resistance base is a landed and abandoned UFO? That's really cool. I like that. There is also a heavy machine gun up in this tower here. I suspect it's probably worse than than any of the weapons we've already got though, so we won't go and investigate that. Right. So what does the play area look like? There's an edge here. Okay, good. There's an edge way out that way, so there's quite a lot of space off to the, I don't know, we'll call it northeast, shall we? Not too far off to the southwest. Okay, let's head over to those. Let's head over to these resistance soldiers that we already know about. And in fact, have we got? Are we all in stealth? Are we all stealth at the moment? No, I don't think we are. So it's only Dragonova who's in stealth. So let's send her up here to have a look down into this area and see see what's going on. In fact, let's only move her to here because then she'll be in full cover from anything over in the other direction.
I can cover it. There is nowhere to hide. I've spotted an alien
Snake.
patrol.
Snake. It's a snake. It's a snake. And there's something else. I'm not sure what the other thing down there is. Okay, so we don't want to go down there, especially as we don't appear to have significant amounts of proper cover at the moment. Sorry, since we're not stealthed at the moment. That's what I actually meant to say. So I think what we're going to do is we're going to move up into this sort of area. We'll stick Bagel up on this tower here with his sniper rifle, because that seems like a good place to put a sniper. And then if those guys down there start doing anything too suspicious, hopefully we can do something about them. So let's put Peter into full cover here.
Heading out.
And he is a combat what's the name? A combat hacker. Not that there's anything particular he can do at the moment. He can throw the mimic beacon, which may come in useful, and we can do a scan of an area. That's also going to be very, very useful, I suspect, but not right now. Okay, let's get Bagel up into here, and if I put him here, then he's at least got a little bit of cover in this direction. I'm hoping that nobody's going to shoot at him, because he's going to be in the tower and far enough away that nobody's going to be able to see him. Russo, let's get you over here. It's only half cover, but it's better than nothing. And you'll still be able to shoot from there as well, which is nice. And then
Templar warriors.
weird brain guy.
My followers specialize in wielding psionic energy, mastering the power that belongs to all who are truly of this earth. Through intense focus, we can twist the very fabric of the world around us to suit our needs.
Okay, so this dude gains focus from doing stuff and can then spend it on stuff. So we've got a Rend, which is a guaranteed attack, but I believe that's a melee attack. Yeah, so fire the pistol or go into Overwatch. Volt is a zappy thing, but it costs a focus, so you need to have gained some from somewhere first. Is this my focus bar over here, or is this? I don't know. I don't know the interface very well. But let's move him to here and attempt to keep the squad together. I was tempted to move him to here, but that puts him a little bit further back. It's full cover though. Let's move him to here because that's full cover. We can always have him sprint in a bit later on if necessary. Right, so stick him on Overwatch. Overwatch for you. Okay, so the bar on the right is his focus. So he's already got full focus, but if he uses it more than once, then he needs to regenerate it. Oh, and here is the Muppet.
Elevate.
No, I think that's just static electricity, mate. So, he's easy to target from high ground. That's good because I've got my sniper, both my snipers are high up. He takes increased damage from skirmishers. We don't have a... Hang on, which one's... No, we don't have a skirmisher. That's Mox, who is currently wounded, so we don't have that advantage this time, unfortunately. But we can do that one. He's immune to melee damage, so I better not send the Templar in against him. And that's unhelpful. Oh, near his enemies, presumably. Okay, so when he hurts my guys, or when my guys get hurt, he regains health. So these are all very, very unhelpful, but let's just hope none of this comes to pass. We'll just have to shoot him lots in the face.
I may strike you down.
He doesn't have all that much health, actually, for a Chosen. But no doubt, he's going to do weird, unfortunate psionic stuff, because of course he is.
Stay on top of its position and try to take it out.
Oh. 50% success on the reaction fire. That's good. And it's alerted the snake, but that's fine.
I know where you are.
Right, that mech is a bit of a... Ah. Oh. Go on, kill it. Kill it. Yeah, nice.
They should feel proud in having died for the glory of the elders.
Yeah.
Nearly upon you.
Right, so I guess what I need to do is learn from my previous playthrough. And at this point, I don't want to engage too many of the normal enemies while the Chosen is still wandering around. Ideally, I want to defeat the Chosen and then go on to complete the rest of the mission. So if we can kill this mech before the Chosen gets over, which I think we should, hopefully, we'll be able to do this turn, and then go from there. Now, the problem I have at the moment is I don't think I've got anyone who's got any attacks that do that will shred armor. We do all hopefully mostly have, yeah, we've got some good chances of hitting. But with that armor, which is not too bad, 4 to 6 damage. Hang on, no. It says 4 to 6 damage. And it oh yes, it's showing the if I did 6. So absolute best case, we'll knock it down to half health. So it would be rather nice to it'd be rather nice to get rid of the armor first though. So let's not do that just yet. Now this is 100% chance of hit, but basically it's going to do. Oh, hang on. Is this a? Does Dragonova have a have armor-piercing ammunition or something? It looks like she does. Oh, because she's concealed, she can do extra damage. So she's got a good chance of doing. She will do 3 to 4. That's absolutely guaranteed. That's quite useful. These guys down here, though, if they can even hit, will do again. So he's got 5 to 7. So that means 3 to 5. So him and Bagel between them will probably be able to kill this mech, I think. But it's going to be a bit of a... Yeah, so between the two of them, they can probably kill him. And if they don't manage to, then the extra shot from Dragonova will probably finish it off. We should probably also think about getting as many troops up onto the high ground as possible, so that when the Warlock appears, we'll be able to take advantage of him being lower down. Otherwise, let's see. We can move this guy forward into cover here as well. That gives us a little bit more firepower, but I don't think his gun is going to do all that much damage. So I think right. What we'll do: open up first with this guy. Take a shot against the mech and do as much damage as we can, which won't be a kill, obviously, but at least hope if we're lucky. Well, if we're lucky, it'll hit. If we're very lucky, it'll take it down to two points of health left, and then that's going to be reasonably easy, then very, very easy to finish off. Dragonova could do it on her own, but I don't want her to because I'd like to keep her concealed. Okay, 3 damage. It was the minimum possible, but that has now brought it down to 4, which means Bagel's shot, which is 93%, almost about guaranteed to hit. Okay, that needs to be a full 100% hit, for 100% damage, to actually kill it, which is a bit of a shame. I was hoping for something slightly better chances than that, but this will probably bring it down to either. Well, it'll bring it down to assuming it hits, which 93% it probably will. Worst case, it brings it down to two health points left, in which case we need someone else to do 4 damage, which Dragonova just about. Well, Dragonova can definitely do because she ignores the armor. So let's take this one as well. I would rather not have to use Dragonova if I can avoid it, or alternatively we'll just kill it straight up like that. Excellent. That's even better. I'd like to put Dragonova onto over here, I think. I don't know. I sort of want her up a bit further forward so that when the Warlock appears, we can do more. We've got a bit more warning, basically. Because do you remember last week? Was it last week or was it the week before? We had one mission where we dispatched the assassin incredibly quickly because we had a cloaked soldier far enough forwards that they were able to spot the assassin before she was able to start attacking us, when she was sort of being really complacent and just standing behind a vehicle. So we then were able to drop enough crap onto her quickly enough that we dispatched her in a single turn without her being able to take a shot, and that was amazing. And that was purely because we had a sneaky person all the way up at the front. So I think I want to try and do that again. So let's move. Thank you. It was me who got the shot in, Sophia, kind of. So let's move Dragonova up to here for scouting purposes because she is invisible. And that way, okay, the Warlock is still apparently quite a long way away. We saw him in a pool. It must have been miles away over this way somewhere. But in a few turns, he's probably going to get over here. I don't know. We might advance slowly. We'll see how it goes. But we have now defeated all of the enemies we know about, which is good. So let's get Templar Man up here into this cover on top of this building because I know he's basically a short-range swordy bloke, but having him up here anyway, I think is probably going to be quite potentially useful. I don't know. Actually, that's probably silly. But let's move Peter up here. Yeah, I should have brought him round the bottom and put Peter up on top. And just put Peter up on top like this. Okay, we found another Viper. And another mech. And the Viper has spotted us. Great. Chosen is raising zombies. Okay, that's annoying, but I mean, it's only got 4 health points, so we can probably dispatch it quite quickly. Oh wait, these things explode, don't they? Ah, crap. That is an excellently flanked snake, so maybe the resistance can weaken it sufficiently that we can then deal with it. Or maybe they'll just run away, which, to be honest, kind of sensible thing to do. Okay, shoot the zombie, but don't blow up the zombie. I don't want to be blown up.
Your forces will perish, and you will return to the Elders, Commander.
Where can I put him that's sensible? Let's put... Okay, we'll put Peter here, and then we'll destroy that, and we'll wreck that zombie. Then we won't be able to get the snake, though. Oh, actually, no, we've got combat protocol. We could zap the snake with this, but that only does limited damage. And we have a robotic enemy over here somewhere. Using it against that would be quite useful later. Let's just put Peter here. And then we'll take out the zombie. 95% chance. This is basically a guaranteed kill. There we go. Nice. Yeah, combat. Yeah, exactly. I think combat protocol is one to hang on to and use at a more opportune moment. Now, there's this snake over here, so I think having. Can I select this guy, please? Okay, tab works. I don't know why I couldn't just click on him. Could come down here and do a stabby, which would be. Which would not be a kill, but would be quite close. And then I guess Dragonova could finish it off. And potentially be spotted, potentially not. And she can recloak anyway. Bagel, you can't do anything from there, okay. I think we're going to need to move you forwards because there's too much scenery between... This tower looked like a really good idea at the start, but given that we seem to be sweeping around this way, the tower is kind of... The ship is in the way, basically. So won't do anything with you just yet. Dragonova, as we said. We've got Matteo over here. He's not going to be able to get to a position where he can attack. He doesn't have... He could do combat protocol. Well, he can't do combat protocol. He's too far away. There's not really anything good to do with him. I'd have to move him to... If I moved him to here, he would be able to see the snake, but not be able to attack it because he'd be too far away. Because he'd have moved too far. But he'd be in full cover, which is nice, but fairly worthless. If only this resistance soldier over here had shot this Viper instead of running away, that would be much more useful. Okay, so this we can do a dash and stab, of course, which is nice. That's not particularly useful though, because his movement range is not the problem at the moment. I think going over here and doing a stab is probably useful. That's a 4 to 5 damage. So it's guaranteed to... Oh, there's a 10% chance of it being a kill. That's probably not going to happen. I'm not going to rely on that. Could possibly move up and combat protocol it, but as I say, we'd rather not. I think, yes, do this and then have Dragonova shoot it is probably going to be the best option at this point. So let's go over here. Let's do a rend and see what triggering momentum does. Oh no, you won't get a kill, so that doesn't help. You won't get momentum. Okay, well that was 4. Ah, here we go.
As we focus our energy, our power increases and can be unleashed upon our enemies.
So I have a choice now of either having him run away or go into parry mode, in which case he's defended against all attacks that might come up against him. That's really useful, actually. I like that. It's like the sort of the nonsense the assassin does. But on my side, so I much appreciate it. Anyway, part 2 of this plan is to shoot this snake in the head with Dragonova and dispatch it, because it's 100% guaranteed hit, 40% chance to crit. Basically, it's dead.
Now we fight the open.
In hindsight, I should have done that first, and then brought the Red Templar in to finish the snake off, because then I would have got the extra bonus to the. I would have got the extra bonus for getting a kill. However, we've done that, so we'll go into parry now, because we know there's a robot just around the corner here that's probably going to come in and start annoying us in the next turn. So if he's standing there right in the open, but can defend against any attack that happens, then he's going to be perfectly safe. As far as I'm aware, there's only one enemy around, and that means I can then start moving other people up to positions where they're going to be a bit more useful in the next turn. So let's get Matteo over to here, where he's still in cover. Even if you won't be able to do it, even if you won't be able to take a pot shot at the robot when it shows its face. We'll stick you into parry mode. There we go. And Bagel, we need to get you. Basically, we need to get you up here somewhere useful. So perhaps it's going to take 2 turns to get you to somewhere useful, isn't it? Somewhere high up with good Overwatch. I'd like to get him over to here, so perhaps over here, maybe over to where Dragonova is. But up here seems like a good starting point. So let's do that for now.
Roger that.
Is that everybody? Yes, it is. Oh, okay, the robot is not doing what I expected. That's...
Their blood is spilled in Fae.
Okay, well now we have some lost as well. Great. Okay. I mean, I know I said these guys aren't that dangerous, but they're still it's still a bit of a pain to have them all suddenly show up like this. Do you get headshot from... You do? Awesome. Do you have the sense to keep shooting the easy ones? You do! Even more awesome. I think you get another shot. Yes, you do. I mean, that's actually quite sensible. If you know you can only do 2 points of damage, go for the ones that are going to be harder for us to kill, and bring them down to a sensible level. You seem to be in green sneeze balls.
Pinned down within range of your position. Sensors indicate hostile forces are closing up fast. We need to get in there before the aliens slaughter those people.
How long did you think you could hide?
Right, okay, let's move Peter to here to get him out of the fire. If you could not be burning, that would be nice. Right, Bagel, do you have any guarantee? How much damage do you do with a pistol? You do 4 to 5. Holy moly! Okay, right. Let's start taking out the lost then, because that's a guaranteed kill over there. That's almost as much damage as the sniper rifle does, and it doesn't need to reload. That's immense. Okay, that's not a guaranteed kill, and we don't want to use that. We want to use the pistol. That's a guarantee. That's a kill on hit. I'm happy to take that. Good.
Nailed him.
Okay, so that's all you can do with the with that. So now these are apparently these. Oh wait. Okay. But if I use a sniper rifle, then I... Oh, right, yes, okay. I see. So, yeah, I can see them both. I just probably won't be able to do enough damage to take them out, which is a little bit unfortunate. So, I think we'll start off by having Peter shoot the... That's interesting. Oh, I see. It's recommending that as a primary thing to put in order to put out the fire. I see. I think no. We need to get rid of this mech, and then we'll heal you up afterwards with the med kit. So there's a decent chance of bringing this down to very, very low health. Even if you don't, it may well be reasonably possible for Dragonova to kill it. Let's just go for it. 3. That was crap. That was basically exactly what I didn't want. Okay, so down here we've got 90% chance. This is a 3 health one. That's a guaranteed kill. Just take it. Good. And that was the one that was a what's the name? A critical, of course. Right, now I have some choices. We can move and shoot, or we can reload and shoot. Or so from here he can kill that one, guaranteed kill it if it hits, or I can and reload as well. So he's then able to then take yeah. Let's do that. Let's shoot from. So my logic is he has a choice. He can shoot from here, hopefully kill that that zombie, and then reload. In which case he's got a full magazine and will then be able to do reaction fire against any more zombies that come round. Alternatively, he moves over to here. He takes a shot, probably kills this one, and then has to reload, and then he's run out of moves, so he won't be able to do anything else. He won't have the reaction fire. So I think it's better to leave him over here, try and take that one out. It's a 76% chance, which is not great, but it's not too bad either. Or alternatively, he'll just miss. Fine. You've got 100% hit chance. Oh, what have you got? You got rend. Okay, so you can. No, moving in, killing, and reloading wouldn't. This would have, if he'd hit that, this would have been better, because then he'd have been able to do a reaction fire against one of these zombies when it moved forward to try and attack this guy. Unfortunately, he missed, so that didn't happen. So, firing the pistol. Actually, it's not a guaranteed kill. That's unfortunate. In fact, it's a guaranteed not kill, which is very unfortunate. This one over here, same. This one over here. This one we can kill. Only a 71% chance of hitting though. I think I kind of want to take out this robot up here. You've run out. You've moved. So we can't do a combat protocol, which would probably been, and in hindsight would have been the sensible thing to do. This is oh, she's not stealthed anymore, so she doesn't get the armor skipping. That's unfortunate. Who else has not moved? Bagel hasn't moved yet. Okay. Oh yes, because I was trying to decide what to do about these zombies. Okay, so we can get 1 to 2 off it with this one. We can get. Is this was 4 to 6 damage you do? Yeah. So we can get 2 to 4 with this one. So between him and Dragonova, will probably kill the mech, but might not. It's not. We can't be sure. Or we come up. Do we have the movement range to come up and do a stab? We do, but that's not going to be a kill. But it would be enough. But it would be enough for anyone then to get the kill from anyone else. So we could send him up here to get the kill. Sorry, try again. Dragonova could take the shot here, bring it down to a bit less health, and then we can get a guaranteed kill with the Templar. Let's do that, because I think Dragonova isn't going to do enough damage to kill any of the zombies except perhaps that one, and she can't see that one, so we're not going to be able to get that one. So start up, do some damage here. Only 1. Okay, that was the bare minimum, but okay, sure. Now if we run up here and do a stab in the front. If we do a stab in the back, then we can be in hiding as well. And that appears to be... Is that a guaranteed kill? No, it's not. That's a... okay, that's only a possible kill. But it's 50-50 of the kill, and we can always finish it off with the sniper if we have to. I'd just rather not, because then that leaves everyone else vulnerable to the zombies. And we can put some fall damage in there as well, I suppose.
The team is in the clear. They're moving to help the other survivors.
Excellent. So the resistance team don't really care about the zombies. Actually, that's quite good, because that means it's moved those targets away from the zombies, which now means it's only my soldiers who are at risk from them, and my soldiers are far enough back and can more than handle themselves. Also, we can get Bagel to have a bit of a go at them. Although, actually, we should probably go and put Peter's fire out. We'll do that next turn. Actually, we'll take some pot shots at the zombies. We'll do the easy one first. Can we do that with a pistol? Yeah, so we've got an 83% chance. I think that's worth taking. Like that.
Hostile neutralized.
I've got 2 sniper rounds left. Let's use them on the other 2 lost. It's a 50-50... it's a 2/3 chance of getting a kill here, I'd say, roughly. Nice. And now we can get... basically... oh, and get an ability point as well. Nice. Or XCOM gets an ability point, even better. And now we can do another one here. We'll take this one out. And this will get me... and hopefully this will be another kill. And if not, well, it's going to be very, very wounded anyway. There we go. Lovely. So that's got rid of all of the lost. I believe we now don't have any... oh, it's a headshot free action. Of course it is. And that means we can also do get in the free reload. Because I don't have any choice about whether I do it for free or not. Oh, it's even better. Because that means now we can come over here and fix up Peter.
Get up and get back out there.
Oh. That was a self-heal, you selfish sod. I don't know whether I just pressed the wrong button or whether I just got it all wrong. Still, oh well. Oops. Yeah, Deadeye would be quite nice as well to get in. That's the one that gets the extra pistol shots and things, isn't it? That would have been nice, but you know, you can't have everything. Right, so I don't expect to get any more attacks this turn, but let's go into parry mode anyway, and see if the what's name, what do we call it, appears. Okay, so we're getting the resistance members killed, which is unfortunate, but...
Advent isn't backing off. They've got units in the AO that are ignoring our forces just to get a better shot at the civilians.
Yeah, I know.
Take those bastards down.
But... oh, nice. Good shot, that guy.
My power cannot be compared to these lower forms of life.
Where's the warlock? That's my question. The resistance are doing well for themselves, I have to say. I mean, yeah, doing 3 points of damage to a stun lancer. Yeah, I'm impressed. Wow, doing really well.
I cannot hide for long. My power precedes me.
Right, let's try this. Oh, that's not. That's yeah, right. Okay, so the med kit got used on the wrong person. That's used it up completely, and it doesn't have another charge because he's not a proper medic. Right, so Peter just has to straight up hunker down in order to put the fire out. So we'll move him to here, so at least he's in a good position for the next turn. And then we'll go into and then we'll hunker down to put out the fire. That did not work the way I intended it to, as I'm sure you can tell. Let's get a reload in for Matteo. And then... I don't know. The question is the Chosen going to come to us? Or is he going to just start carrying... or are we going to carry on getting civilians slaughtered if we stay back here? I don't know. But I do know that the only real sensible way to do this is to get to Dragonova to recloak. And then move her forwards to somewhere where she can take a look down over the edge, I suppose. So let's move her to here. Maybe the Warlock will come up out of this gully down here, and we can deal with it from there. So let's move Dragon over to here. See what we see. Nothing at all. Okay. Given that we haven't seen anything down there, I am tempted to advance a bit further forward. Because the Warlock is going to have to approach us through this gully, because it seemed to be over here somewhere, as far as I could tell from the from what was going on earlier. So let's do some advancing. Peter is going to stay there and heal up. Bagel is going to move to here and be ready to provide sniper covering fire. Peter has moved. Warden, let's get you... That's full cover. Let's put you there.
I see the path.
That was probably unwise, actually, because he's going to move forward a bit too far. He might spot something. But no, he's got away with that. Excellent. Yeah, Bagel, you're staying there. Stick you on Overwatch. Is that everybody? It is everybody. Crikey.
The Templars will fight them. Nothing. Eternal darkness awaits them. We cross time and space to serve the Elders.
Yeah, this is where all the Resistance soldiers get slaughtered because we stayed back for slightly too long. Like this. Oh no, that one is... That stun lancer is just completely incompetent. Okay, so we have another spectral zombie to play with. That's fine, I suppose. Yeah, that is apparently absolutely fine. Not too much of a problem there.
The loss of these suburbans is as meaningless to me as it is to you.
The Resistance are doing well over there. By the time I get over there, all these stun lancers are going to be half dead. You going to kill that one? Yeah, nice. If I get over there in 3 turns, then there's some loot to pick up as well. Even better. Right. So from here, ideally I'd like to get up onto the top of this building. How do we do that? Dragon over. How do we get onto the top of this building? Okay, there's a pipe there to do so. That seems like a very worthwhile thing for you to do. You specifically to do. Let's get you up there
I'll be swift.
and have a good look around while you're still
I
cloaked.
have sight beyond vision. An alien scouting party.
Yep, okay, so we spotted a couple of enemies over there. I think Bagel might be able to do something with these. 25% on that one, yes, but we have a 67% chancer on that one. That's worth a shot, I think, at this sort of range. Let's not do it yet. We'll wait to see whether we can get anyone else into a position where they need to worry about that. Because I could also get... Who is this? This is Warden. I could get him up there, and if I put him in... If he goes to here... Yeah, if he goes to here, then they'll spot him. So actually, I want to take that shot first with Bagel. Before I move him. So let's do this. That will kill the stun lancer. It'll activate the other one, but never mind. Well, if it misses, I wonder what happens. Nice. I was going to say, if it misses, I wonder what happens. Does it still activate the squad? The pod? I don't know. It will maybe find out somewhere or another. Right, we can now potentially send this guy around to do the stabby. Guaranteed kill. Nice. And then he can run away and hide, or whatever. Yeah, this seems like a good trick. We'll almost certainly do that. Who else have we got left? We've got Peter left, and we've got Matteo left as well. Those two can advance forward to about here, I suppose. Well, there's one guy over there. It'd be nice to take that one out. But I think if Matteo moves to where he's going to be able to see it... Well, firstly, he's not going to be able to shoot. Apparently, he's not going to be able to see it no matter where he moves to. I suspect that's just because we haven't discovered it properly yet. If I move him to here, if we do alert that guy, then he's going to move. Then he's going to move and go into cover. So I can't take him out from here. Okay, well let's go with the obvious first bit. So we'll get this kill from here, because then he's going to be in cover, and we'll come around and do a rend like that. Nice. Wow, he's doing quite a lot of damage. It's a real shame that the oh, now we have 2 focus points. Excellent. It's a real shame that the warlock is immune to this sort of melee attack. Right, you're not seeing anything from up here, which is good. I could put you in high cover, or I could just stick you straight into parry, so you won't get hurt at all. I think that's probably going to be the better one. Do that. Then we'll move Matteo forwards to here. With any luck, this will mean he'll be able to do something with that guy. In fact, move him to here. Really, the quickest way to get to there is to go up and down the tower. Honestly. I mean, if you can get there by going up and down the tower, surely you should be able to get a little bit further just by walking around the outside of it. I'll put him here because I feel like that's slightly... I don't know how XCOM counts. I don't know whether that's closer to the enemy or whether this one's closer to the enemy. I think this is probably closer, so we'll put him here.
Out of there now.
Oh, there we go. We've alerted those. I mean, that's sort of a good thing, sort of a bad thing, because it means that there is now an alert. There is a mech moving around over here. However, on the flip side, it means he's got an easy grenade throw to take out this Advent Trooper down here, this Stun Lancer down here, and he's high up and in partial cover. So I think this is probably going to be quite a good way of dealing with that enemy, just like that.
The others may be gone, but you have yet to face your greatest challenger.
Thanks for cutting away so I didn't get to see the glory of the kill, but sure, I guess if that's how you roll, that's what's going to happen. So we have a mech down here to worry about, and we also we only have Peter left to do anything, who's already been hurt a little bit and can't get over there to do anything particularly effective down that way anyway. So let's move him to here, where he's in half cover. We'll stick him on Overwatch in case the mech comes running over and jumps up here, which is hopefully not going to happen. Then we might get a bit of fire coming into Matteo, but if so, he is higher up and he's in partial cover, so I think he's probably going to be in quite a good position. So, move you to there. We may do the zappy droney thing as well, but we'll stick you into Overwatch. You're going to need a reload soon as well, but there's an active enemy around, so I'm going to Overwatch with this one. Okay, I guess that's... I mean, it was a miss, so that's a good thing, really. The Chosen is currently in hiding. The Resistance are doing stuff. Are you going to shoot the big scary robot? You are. Ooh, nice. You actually did some damage to it, despite its armor. I'm actually quite impressed. Is there a minimum of 1 damage, by any chance? Is that why they're able to do that? Okay, so we now need to move Peter forwards to here, so we can spot the robot, the mech. There it is. 97% chance of a hit. That's a 5 to 7. What does Haywire Protocol do? Which one's that? That's Seize Control. I'm kind of tempted to do this, just to see what happens, for the lulz, as it were. Especially. I mean, it's either that or it's got all, the other possibility is Combat Protocol. Now, okay, I see. So the blue things are things that I can do as my first move, as a single move, and the yellow things are things that are a turn-ending move. Right. Okay. Wait, if I fail spectacularly, Madman, what happens? How spectacularly can it happen? How spectacularly can he fail? Oh, free feedback does damage back to the hacker. Okay. I would like to know what the probabilities are. So the Haywire Protocol... if I click on this, it's going to try it. So I don't really want to... or buffed, yeah. Peter has quite a good hacking score, but I've no idea what these guys are like. And if it does... Oh, can it? Okay.
Activate Haywire.
Okay, that's all right then. If it's like every other hacking thing in the game, then yes, let's take a look and see what the chances are. Okay, so it's probably going to succeed. It's probably not going to cause feedback. Rather, the rewards are almost certainly temporarily disable it, or about a 50. Oh, I see. Okay. Right, so yeah, so whichever one I choose, the feedback is the opposite one. So I think in this case, let's go for this. Let's go for the stun. Partly because I want to try this because I haven't done these sort of things before, but also because this means we're going to get all the time in the world to shoot it down, and it will stop it shooting civilians and stuff. So yeah, let's do that. Let's just shut it down because we've got the other guy who can take some fairly easy shots against it, and we'll certainly be able to kill it with the 2 shots he's going to get. So we'll do that one. There you go. It's lucky that I didn't go for the other one, because if the dice roll had been exactly the same, then it wouldn't have succeeded. So I'm quite glad that happened. It'd be nice if that would turn its armour off as well, but that's a bit too much to ask for. Oh, shut down 2. Nice, even better. So it's going to be. Does that mean it's going to be for 2 turns? Now, where can I get him to be able to do the shooting? So let's get to here.
I'm on the move.
And then, yeah, take the 96% chance. There's a non-zero chance of this just being a straight-up kill, which would be... But also a reasonable chance of it not being a kill, which is why I didn't do any more than that. Oh, have you got a full turn? I must have ended a turn and not noticed. Does that... Who's that else? Okay, interesting. So Dragon... Yeah, we have Dragon Over. I ended a turn and wasn't... And sort of lost track of where I was in the whole turn system. Why can you not see the Warlock? It's down here somewhere. Could drop down to here. That'll give me a possible view on it. I don't think I want... It's a loss of height, but even so, I think that's still worth doing. Ooh, I could drop down here and grab the loot. Let's do that, because the cloak should keep her safe, and then next turn we can scramble back up again. Oh, unless that's a faceless. Oh no, that shot an alien, so I think that means it's guaranteed. Probably not. Does it mean it's guaranteed not to be a faceless, or it just probably isn't a faceless? I don't know. Let's risk this, because the loot is always worth having.
Says I am to obey.
A repeater. I don't know what a repeater does, but it sounds nice.
I have your item.
And we'll move you to... Let's move you to here. I don't think there are any enemies to worry about down this side, because Dragonova would have seen them. But I'm trying to be careful. I'm pretty sure the Chosen is over here somewhere. So now I can relatively safely move anyone who's left up onto that rooftop. Now Bagel isn't... Who's left? Bagel isn't going to be able... Oh, Bagel could take the robot out. So we got... I think better to move Bagel forwards because he's getting left behind. So we'll put him here and then get him up onto the rooftop in the next turn. Or actually, no, get him all the way down here and then get him up onto the rooftop in the next turn, because otherwise he's just going to get left behind. So bring him down to here.
Move, move, move!
Yeah, like that. And then you can go. You can do an Overwatch.
Keep a watchful eye, cleanse this world in the name of the elders.
Oop, there's a funny face. Right, so now we'll have. Let's have Matteo finish off the robot because he's got some ammunition. No, actually no. Let's have Peter finish. I want to get everyone up onto this rooftop, basically, and I'm not sure what the best way to do that is. Because if Peter takes a shot, if Peter takes a shot, then he's going to need to reload anyway. So we'll have him shoot and then reload, which means he can't move, but he would need to reload anyway. So it's less time wasted. And oh no, oh he can't reload. I should have reloaded and then shot, idiot. If I get to here, is that a ladder? No, that's a gun rack. Because I want to get everyone up onto the roof, and so far the only way I've found to get up there is this pipe. I don't know if there's a way off to do it from here. Oh, there's a ladder all the way around here. To be honest, actually, though, the first level of rooftop is going to be sufficient. So let's move to here.
Got it.
I think the only enemy left on this map now is the Chosen. I'm not going to jump to assumptions on that, because that seems like a dangerous idea, but I suspect it to be the case. Dragonova. Okay, the only place you can get to... You could get you up onto here. Let's get you all the way up to here. This seems like a better roof to be on. What route would you... Oh, you go all the way over there to get to here. Okay, yeah, let's go up to here then, because this looks like a good place to put you. It is a long run, but I'm pretty sure you can manage. We'll do the same with Mr. Templar. Actually, if we... Oh, there's a chance of seeing the... no. Is he going to end up being spotted by the Warlock? No. Where would the Warlock spot him? Oh, come on. How can you... Why is it not? Why is the target preview not show? Is it because nobody can see this guy, and therefore we technically don't know where he is? All right, let's run you up to here.
As you direct.
Up the pipe, and into some cover up there. Right. Yeah, I assumed the Warlock would have some sort of gun. I'm hoping not. I'm hoping that we won't find out the hard way. But I sort of expected. What am I saying? I'm kind of hoping the Warlock won't shoot at us because, as you say, it's probably going to hurt. But if necessary, well, what can you do? If someone gets shot, they're going to get shot. I'll try to keep people in cover and try to keep them in sensible places, and then try to just get into. That was kind of unexpected, especially as, you know, we're miles away from the Faceless. But, okay. Where is this zombie? Seriously, where is the zombie? What's good? What? Where? I don't really know where everything is happening. Okay, yeah. If you guys could kill the zombie, that'd be handy. And maybe the Faceless as well, actually, that'd be even more handy. Partial success. Oh, it's up there on that... Right, okay. Does that mean Bagel can see it? So we've got... Okay, you can see the Faceless. You need to reload anyway. Let's do that.
Let's rock.
Okay, Peter. What you're... 78, that's not bad. And that's a nearly kill. There's no chance of a crit. Okay. Who else can see the Faceless? Nobody. Which I have to admit makes a sort of sense given where it is, but this doesn't make any sense. Let's take the shot from here. I don't think the Faceless can actually do anything after it on its turn. From here, it could possibly go down these stairs to go down and try and attack these civvies, but that's a long walk. It could come out of this door to try and get a French guy, or it could... That's about it. Or it could come out the front door here to try and get to all my other guys out this way. I'm not hugely worried about it. Maybe I'll bring this guy in to finish it off, assuming that Peter's shot doesn't kill it. Seven's the maximum, so that's a good shot. It just wasn't going to be. Was that a kill? Hang on. Wait, what? It's gone. It's just straight up gone. What's going on? Was that somehow a kill and I... Hey? I'm very confused. Does anyone know what happened there? Because we can't see it anymore. And we've still got the guy in the same place where you could see it before. Okay, he's out of actions, but that shouldn't make it any harder to do the shooting. It didn't look like... No, it didn't look like a kill, but it's just disappeared. And that's why... And I am now puzzled. Can you see the Chosen? You can't see the Chosen. We need to get the Chosen to move a little bit closer so we can start shooting at him. And so we've got a chance to claymore it properly, because at the moment, yeah, that. Maybe the burning building does obscure the vision. That is a possibility. We've also got a zombie downstairs. Maybe we should be dealing with all of these. All right, let's send Matteo in here to go in and finish it off. Because it's not going to be difficult.
On the move.
Yeah, there it is. As predicted.
Hostile neutralized.
There we go. And on the plus side, that's another half mimic beacon. Okay, you. Can you get down here? No, we don't know where the zombie is. That's unhelpful. If I get to here... Oh no, those zombies have a habit of exploding when you kill them. I don't know what the rules are on that, so I'm kind of loath to do so. I could go down here and open this door, and then I'll probably be able to shoot the zombie wherever it is. That seems like a reasonable plan. Yeah, if I drop down to here, can then open the door and then shoot the zombie that I'm pretty sure is in this room somewhere. Or could come down to here. Oh no, can't get to here. Haven't got the range. Oh, they need to turn to prime. Okay, so it shouldn't be able to then. So maybe we will just go over and stab it because that's a guaranteed kill. Okay, let's move to here then, and open the door and then see what's going on. Open the door. That's unhelpful. They didn't kill the zombie, did they? And I just didn't notice. What the hell? What's that? Why is there a tag on the map here? What does that mean? I don't know what that means. Anyone know that? Anyone know what the star means? Oh, an objective. Could be civvies to rescue. Or protect. These guys don't seem to be rescuable. They're not doing the run away and hide thing like they do in... what I don't know which missions it is, but there's something. It does look like an objective thing. Let's leave him here and put him on Overwatch, and then if the zombie tries to attack anyone, then he'll get it. Oh, okay. Maybe it's a place to get to free up these guys to go off and hunt whatever it is they want to hunt. Let's go on Overwatch then here.
Keep it under watch.
And then we'll move Bagel forwards to cover here, and he can go on. He can go on pistol Overwatch. So if the Chosen does anything suspicious, then he'll shoot it. And the concealed. And let's do a reload with you, actually.
Re-up and reload.
And then you can do an Overwatch.
Watching comes naturally.
Chosen has taken a couple of steps forwards. Yep, there's the zombie. Shoot the zombie, shoot the zombie. There we go. And it didn't explode, you're quite right. It hadn't had a chance to charge up and whatever it does. Ooh, building's falling apart. I mean, sure. Right, now it is my turn. So, up here, what can your elf eyes see, as they say? This is one of those weird points where we can see the Chosen, but apparently the Chosen can't, for reasons, probably because it's the Chosen. But we technically can't. We don't have eyesight on it, so we can't shoot it. So, I think. Well, firstly, I'm going to move everyone forwards. If it just keeps spawning in zombies, then I kind of don't care. Because the zombies aren't that dangerous, we can deal with them as they pop up. We'll move Russo out here. He can phase through the wall if he wants, that's fine. Oh, we spotted the Chosen. That was not entirely deliberate, but sure, okay. I mean, at least that's got us things started. I'd rather have done it after only a half move rather than a full move, but...
Show me why the elders favor you so.
That's the Elder's warlock. All reports indicate he's nearly as dangerous as they are when it comes to psionic capabilities.
Right. I would like to get Templar fellow up onto the rooftop here as well, but... Oh, there's a resistance guy blocking that drain pipe, so he can't get up there. Okay. Well, in that case, let's just put him here instead.
As you order.
Does he have a shot? He does have a shot. And the Chosen... So the Chosen is flanked, but he's still only a 56% chance to hit. That's not very good. You would have... No, you don't. We can't tell because you've had your turn. Okay, Bagel, you've got a 63... Why are they so low? Is this guy just a bit sneaky and therefore he's harder to hit or something? Oh, he's in high... Is he in high... I suppose maybe he's in high cover. All right. I suppose it's a sort of cover. It's a sort of cover. He's not really in cover, is he? He's next to the cover. I don't think that counts, but apparently you're going to count it anyway. There's only a -2 penalty for squad sight. That's quite nice. Let's move the other guy. Let's move Peter up a bit closer as well. Get him to here.
Got it.
And then next turn we can move him forward and he should be able to take the shot. I think given that 56%, I'm just going to stick him on Overwatch. Bagel, I am going to take the shot with Bagel though, because we might as well. 63 is at least better than 50% chance of hitting, so I think it's worth a try. Yeah, worth a try, like I said. And 4 damage against... Oh, okay, no, he's not got armor. I'm glad you think squad sight is a clever ploy. You seem to be easily impressed. Not going to take a shot with this guy. We'll just go on to Overwatch.
I am watching.
Now, Dragonova can't take the shot. There's nothing to remote start around. Nothing to remote start in a useful place. Can't throw the Claymore. Can't shoot. I think the best thing to do with Dragonova is drag her over here to the point where hopefully this means if I get her to here, then next turn hopefully she'll be able to do a Claymore from over there and do a load of damage and some extra damage in one go. Oh yeah, you're right, it was a flanking shot for the Templar, wasn't it? And he still only had a 50% chance of hitting. That is pretty poor. Mind Scorch seems unpleasant. Okay, it's Daze the guy. Yeah, I mean that's useful. I'll take that. That's less useful, but sure. If you could finish this trooper, that'd be quite handy. These guys are really proving their worth. I'm quite impressed. Ooh, I'm glad we're not over there. Wait, what? Oh, is it this guy who's dazed? Oh, right, yes, okay. So first, let's lead with the Claymore. Drop that there. That's going to take out his cover as well. It's even better. So put that in, and then shoot the Claymore. Damage 8. Nice. That's gonna be almost enough to kill it. Boom. And then who should we give the kill to? It won't be him because he's dazed. Let's see if we get Peter up to here. Does he have a shot at the Chosen? Let's go for that because I think we could do with leveling him up a bit. Oh, you think to the Templar? Yeah, alright, he's quite a low rank and levelling him up will be quite useful. So we've got a 100% hit chance, and we're going to do... Oh, it's a rend attack. Yeah, alright, let's hit him with the rend. That could be fun. What's his... Yeah, that's a 56% chance of the pistol. Yeah, it's a bit pathetic because of the range. In fact, it's... Yeah, alright. Let's go and let's just rend it, because it's funny, basically. Oh, God, you're right. Immune to melee. Good point. Thank you. That was just in time. I very nearly did that. Let's take the shot. What's the worst that could happen? He could miss, and then we just do it to someone else. Like that. Then we'll give it... Oh, Peter can't see him. Alright, we'll give it to Bagel. 100% chance of a hit. 4 to 6 damage. Boom. And a crit as well, just to rub salt into the wound. Yes. Nice. Yes, you're right, Mark. Fortunately, Madman told me just in time. That was much easier than last time we encountered. That was an annoyingly loud motorbike.
Good work out there. I'd say we owe our people a break after taking down that Chosen commander. I doubt it'll be long before we see that thing again, though.
Yeah, nice and extra. That's a good 10 ability points now, and some more from earlier in the mission as well. That's gone really well. An excellent rating. Nice. So we took out 24 enemies. That's pretty good. Happy with that. And we saved 15 out of 19 civilians. Actually, that's quite good as well. I'm pleased with that. That's a great photo. Well done. Well done. Automatic photo generator. That's just as bad. Can we maybe not be staring right into the fire? And the orange lighting is quite cool, but why are you posing right next to the fire? Is it because the orange lighting is quite cool? Is that why you're posing right next to the fire? Maybe from over here. Oh, it removes the orange isn't from the fire. The orange is from the poster effect. Oh, and he's Italian, not French. I misread his flag. Chunk. Right, continue. That was pretty good. So does that mean, if that was an excellent, does that mean that that Bagel and Peter didn't get hurt by the explosion, by being blown up? We just took it on the armor.
Citizens should not be alarmed. All weapon fire and wounds were simulated to better train Advent forces.
Nice, 90% successful shots. I'm pleased with that. I mean, obviously that came from choosing the shots carefully, but even so, but still, that's good. I approve. I approve of hitting 90% of the shots we take.
At least we know these chosen can be killed. Well, temporarily.
Oh, there's another. Oh, of course, there's another thing just above the. There's another thing. Yeah, there's another tier above excellent, isn't there? When you get perfect. I forgot about that. So yeah, these guys are out for a few days, which is unfortunate. Wow, Peter's got 37 kills. He's doing well. So we have some promotions. Let's see. So with Bagel, we're going to take him down the sniper route because I want to have 2 snipers available, and we're turning Mark into the gunslinger. So that means we get a long watch from here. And then Peter, what are we getting with you? We have a choice between covering fire, which means that Overwatch shots are triggered by any enemy action, including shooting. I mean, that's sort of useful. Oh, thanks for the follow. Or we've got threat assessment. A protocol now grants the target a cover fire Overwatch shot. A protocol cooldown is increased by 1 turn. That sounds quite useful, especially as we're making him into. We're doing the combat hacker route, so we're going down this side. Using the. Oh, we don't use A protocol very often, but. Using that to allow somebody further forward to be better defended and also have an extra Overwatch shot after they've moved further forward. A covering fire Overwatch shot is presumably just a normal. Is basically a normal Overwatch, I presume. Yeah, I think threat assessment is the one I'm thinking of for now. So we'll come back to him though. Dragonova, we have the choice of at captain rank. We have Sting. That sounds useful because I do keep using her to take shots from in shadow. So that's I can definitely see the use of that one. It sounds nice, but I don't tend to. Crits are just one of those things that when they happen, they're nice to have. I'm not relying on them because you just can't. So having the crit chances go up a little bit, probably not so useful. Giving Dragonova squad sight would be quite interesting. I'm not convinced she does enough damage for it though, and it's really, really expensive as well. Yeah, let's give her this one. Because that does sound useful. Because given the way I use her basically as a shadow scout, I think giving her the ability to take a first shot without getting uncloaked is going to be very useful. What else do we have back here? If you get killed with the Claymore, it puts the Reaper back into shadow. But I always tend to use the Claymore from shadow, so not so useful. Not so useful. Potentially, actually, that could be quite useful. Okay, thank you for answering that question. Yes, having her gun upgraded, it still means it'll do enough damage to be useful rather than the rather pathetic amount it does at the moment. So that'll be nice. That doesn't seem particularly useful. No, I think whilst holo targeting sounds quite quite entertaining to give her, I think we won't do any more of those. Russo, what do you get? Okay, so you're you're another bloody specialist, aren't you? We seem to be setting you up as a combat hacker, so yeah, sure, we'll carry on with that then. On for you. And Yang, you're going to be another weird one, aren't you? So yes, so we didn't buy the we didn't buy those last time. So what new stuff do we get? Rend attacks have a 33% chance to generate focus. Sure. That's the zappy thing that I didn't actually end up using. So where do we get focus from? Oh, you focus on kills, right? There we go. So after focusing with that one, I could have tried to use the vault on something, but I didn't. I forgot it existed. Summon a pillar of psionic energy to access a high cap. That sounds useful. Not amazingly useful, but mildly useful. Stun an enemy with psionic force, and that could be very useful. Or... Okay, don't die, basically. Sounds nice. Nice to have. I think the stun strike sounds like the most useful out of these. What do you guys think? Basically, it's a choice between maybe generate focus when doing the stabby attack, create high cover from nothing, which you could probably get 2 soldiers behind if you do it reasonably sensibly, or possibly stun an enemy. Oh, that's the last one to get to. And over here, we see we're looking at Peter, weren't we? Yeah, I think threat assessment is the way to go here. Everyone seems to agree with me, and by everyone I mean the one person who actually responded. Yeah, I think... Oh, I can't give a squad sight from here. So over here, right, we've had a suggestion. Sophia says stun, and Madman says generate focus. Rend hits harder with more focus. That's a fair point. I mean, I can afford both, but it would use a significant number of the XCOM points up as well. There's only 5 of them. Maybe I could get both. Because I think, yeah, having focus increasing the amount of damage you can do does sound great, but also being able to stun an enemy for a turn to prevent them from attacking also seems very useful. But I do need to have killed something first, so... Yeah. Stun is nice, focus is damage bonus, yes. Rend it does it, yeah, that's true. Yeah, alright, let's go for the overcharge to get the extra focus. And I think I'll go for stun as well, because having that will yes, okay. I think stun is going to be extremely useful, and it does mean that when this one means his focus bar fills up, we can use a bit of it and then fill it up again. So it's sort of using the focus as well as just having it to generate extra damage. So I think going for both of these makes sense. I'm going to turn the light on though because it's getting dark. It's that sort of time of the evening when I start to glow a suspicious red colour from the microphone. So let's do that. There we go. Right, so there we go. That's some levelling up done, and we've got a couple of people wounded. So that means we're now actually down to 3 soldiers, which is even more of a problem. We have looted 15. Oh no, okay. It's items recovered, as it includes rescued civilians. That seems a little cheeky, but whatever. We've got a hair trigger. So what's that do? Oh, that's the a small chance that it won't be an action, cost an action. I mean, that's kind of nice, but it's such a small chance that. And again, you can't rely on it. A dodge ability, a PCS. That's great. We'll give that to one of the people who get up on the front line, and a repeater. Ooh, interesting. That sounds extremely OP, but also extremely useful. We need to try and work out who is going to do the most shooting with that, and try and give it to put it on their gun, and we get some corpses as well. Interesting.
Hello, Commander.
So, boost of 45 supplies. Nice.
We're getting thin on manpower.
I know.
We should check with Resistance HQ for new recruits.
How do we do that? It's not here. How do we check with Resistance HQ? Is it a place we can scan from? I don't think it is. Amusement centre. Okay. Oh, reduce contact costs. That could be useful. Give me a second. I shall be back in a moment. Oh, apparently I couldn't find the right button to click. Right. Anyway, yes. Hello, back again. Where was I? So what was I saying? Yes. So we need to get some more. It says make contact with go to the Resistance HQ, or in order to get more troops, and that would be quite useful. Oh, here's the Reaper headquarters, but I don't know. I don't know. It's telling me to go somewhere in order to get more troops, but I don't know where that is. Yeah, well, I'm back again now, Mark. So I'll carry on providing the entertainment. Living quarters.
For most of our soldiers,
personnel?
the living quarters on board the Avenger are a step up from the conditions they've had to live with on the ground.
Nope, this just shows me information I can get from other places. It shows me my list of engineers and scientists as well, but again, not so useful. It's telling me to go to the Resistance HQ in order to recruit more troops. But I don't know how. Because I mean, it's not wrong. I am now rather short of soldiers, because especially as Dragonova appears to be tired as well. So we now have literally 2 people who are able to do stuff. Plus, Mike is nearly finished his ranger training, so he'll be back soon.
Before he made contact,
As will
I
Pete.
just assumed the spokesman had died or moved on after the council dissolved. From what little he's told me, it sounds like he managed to gain a position with the Advent government early on, if only to start leaking intel to the resistance.
And then 4 days for attack as well. So you think? Oh, recruit. Yes, there it is. Thank you. You're right. Okay, I yes, didn't spot it. Okay, interesting. I get a choice of the people I recruit, but I mean there doesn't seem to be. There's no interesting stats about any of them. They're all presumably equivalent. So I'll grab another couple. Just okay, this one appears to be Sophia, so we'll recruit him first because that's an actual person with a name, a real name. Lars. Everyone else seems to be, yeah. Everyone else appears to be generic characters. Oh, and a hydrate request. Yes and no. I mean, we can have time pass until we can while we're doing a scanning in any given location. Let's just have 2 people. There we go. And as more recruits come in, as more people volunteer, I'll give them proper faces and things. So yes, I mean I can go over to the bridge. I can scan somewhere, and then time will pass, and people will get better and recover from whatever various things that they're suffering from. However, during that time, the aliens might do something. They might attack, or something might happen. So yes, you can make time pass in order for people to recover, but you can't do it without the aliens also having time pass for them, and therefore things being likely to happen. So let's head over and finish getting that other engineer, because at least that way we can make things happen quicker inside the base, like getting the hospital up and running, for example. Do that. So we found an engineer nearby trying to signal XCOM. Okay. So let's head back over here. Let's put him on this one down here as well. Now, hopefully that'll be finished very, very soon. 2 days. Okay, 2 days that'll be finished. Then we can build the power supply. Then we can build the hospital. Then we can. We'll see. And then hopefully we'll get people sort of up and running reasonably quickly. So now we have, once again, I need to decide what I want to do over here. Do I want to go after intel, more intel, reduce the contact cost? Oh, heal faster. That actually sounds really, really useful. We can make resistance contacts. We could make contact over here. We can make contact there, and everywhere. Let's go for the heal faster. That seems like just what we need at the moment. We could definitely do with a bit of that.
Together, We have succeeded in our task.
Ah, and Mark has come back from his... Mark has got slightly dodgier, excellent, and we've got one of our scientists back. So now we can now choose another covert action to do. So I still want to go out and... I do still want to go out and find the assassin, just to smack her down and stop her coming out and bothering me all the time, mostly. So I am very tempted to do this one. The only problem is, as I said earlier, it takes 3 soldiers to do it. This one takes 2 soldiers, and we'll get us yet another engineer, and engineers are useful. 12 days, though. This one's 10 days. Gather supplies. We'll get 71 supplies, which is quite nice, but it takes 2 soldiers and an engineer to do it, because I don't want to get anyone else wounded. So, again, it's a bit expensive on the soldiers. We could go out and form a soldier bond. I don't think there's any point in doing that. We could start hunting the warlock, which would improve somebody's health, but again, it's 2 soldiers, increase income by a small amount, but that's 2 soldiers and an engineer. And this is 2 soldiers and a scientist for research breakthrough. Loot. I'll get somebody a will boost, which is always nice. We're going to get some intel. Oh no, we can spend intel, sorry. I wonder what loot could be. Sounds interesting, but yeah, I'm kind of torn. I do feel like doing the assassin one is the one to go for, but we do have a distinct shortage of soldiers. If I send out 3 on this mission, we'll have we'll back down to 3 soldiers left again. So that's problematic. TAC will be healed very, very quickly, so that'll be us up to 4. Bagel will be back 3 days, and Mike is virtually back as well, so that'll be us up to 5. But they'll all be pretty much all low ranks. And the one high-ranking person we've got we would have to send off on the mission. No, I don't have enough soldiers to do that. We'll go for one of the 2 soldier ones, and I think instead. So let's have a look. I mean, and as I say, another engineer is always useful, but we don't really have the alloys to waste on that. Supplies again, fairly useful. We do have quite a lot of supplies though. Let's do the hunt the warlock. Who can we send out on here? Okay, yeah, we can send lots of these people out. So we'll send out one of our many specialists, because he's a sergeant. He'll get an extra health from that, but sure, why not? Actually, no, better idea. Let's send out the Templar, because I think he tends to be up on the front line, so extra health will be useful for him. And then we'll send someone from down the. Maybe we will actually send Matteo on this one, because I don't want to send the rookies out, because then they'll turn into get specializations I don't want. We'll probably just get more specialists, and I'll get really frustrated with it. I want to train them all manually once Mike is finished. I don't want to send Mark out because we don't have a sniper. Yeah, and admittedly this way we won't have a specialist. Okay, so we'll have if we. Let's see. So let's think this through. The people who are going to be available, we're going to have a ranger. Soon we'll have a sharpshooter and a specialist back, medic specifically. We'll have another specialist back very soon as well. Yeah, I think we'll send the specialist, and we'll have another sharpshooter out as well. Yeah. Okay, we'll send the other specialist out. I think this is quite a good set. They can go out there. We'll get the Templar a little bit of extra health, which is probably a good thing. And it'll give we'll have at least a few troops around, and we can start with the working on the warlock. Yes, I think I'm reasonably happy with that.
Our order is clear, and we will obey it.
Right. And if we stay up here at the Templar HQ, then we should get people back even quicker. Right, so there we go. Mike is now a ranger, so that means I can go in and set someone else turning into a gorilla. No, that's not what I wanted. Oh, hang on. I can get the core size 2. Let's do that. I don't have enough people for this one, but soon we will. Specialist So this is... Is that an extra thing that a specialist can get? Or does this mean every specialist will then have plus 10 aim and the ability to crits on Overwatch and reaction? Or does this mean I need to have a specialist? Yeah, this must mean specialist. But do all specialists automatically get this? And do all Reapers automatically get this? I don't think that's all that useful. It's not. It's fairly cheap, but oh, actually, I've now spent most of my money. We'll leave that alone for now. So I want to train up Sophia as what class do I want to train him as? I don't know. So gonna have a look over here. So Sophia, do you have a preference as to what we train aiming consistent up as? I definitely don't need more specialists, but beyond that, I think I've got a reasonable mix of people. Maybe actually I need another. I could do with another grenadier because we've only got 2 of them. How do you fancy blowing stuff up? Excellent. I'm glad to hear it. Ranger, and then Mike has just become a ranger. So we've got 3 rangers, and we've got 3 sharpshooters. So grenadier is the one for you, which will make you into a grenadier. You get to blow stuff up and carry a big gun. Right. Okay. So in 5 days, you will have that feature, that skill as well.
The Reapers believe in nothing and share little interest in preserving the true nature of our world beyond what their eyes can show them. Have enraged the Elders and brought fear to their minions. In that respect, they are a valued ally, as long as they remain loyal to our cause.
So how many people we got now? I'm just going to keep going back and looking at this every 30 seconds or so to try and work out what's going on. How many soldiers I've got who can do stuff. Yeah, we need another 3 days to pass because we've got 1, 2, 3, and an untrained guy who I don't really want to. I don't want to get turned into another specialist just to wind me up. So we've got those 3, and then okay, we're just not. There's so much stuff going on that we haven't passed in a significant amount of time yet. So let's carry on with the healing. There, we've got that. We've recovered some Illyrium. That's nice. Let's turn that into a power relay. That'll get me 10 power, which is amazing.
Construction initiated.
Right, he's helping with that engineer is helping build this as quickly as possible. So it only takes 6 days. Where do I want to put my other engineers? What else is useful? We've got a soldier in there. What's this one? Okay, that's improving soldier bonds. Power relay. Oh, if I stick an engineer in here temporarily. So there we go. That's got us some more power, and that. Oh, if I'd realised I could do that earlier, I'd have done that much sooner, and I'd have started building my infirmary over here. Ah. Now I feel silly. Because what I should have done is, rather than having multiple engineers working on digging out the power relay space here, I should have put one of them into this power relay, and then this would have got the boost of power output, and would have been able to build the infirmary right from the start, rather than having to wait until this was built. That's annoying, but oh well, c'est la vie. Right, let's continue healing people though, because I think that's a good idea at this point stage. Ah, there we go. A load of people have recovered from their wounds. That's got the end of month thing anyway.
You
271.
have made considerable progress against the aliens over the past month, Commander. I hope that your ongoing efforts will only lead to further success.
We do indeed need more power, yes, quite a lot of it. So Avatar has made 2 progress. Aliens have constructed a facility, and a dark event has been completed, so that's all a little bit bad. But there's not too much Avatar progress because I'm playing on fairly easy, and I've done a load of stuff. So we get 271 supplies.
All of my efforts have been rewarded.
The Warlock is now going to start summoning allies. Lovely.
Elders have blessed me. No.
Oop, I accidentally double-clicked and I didn't see what the assassin got, so that was a fail. Right, so they're both planning to do retribution. There's not a lot I can do about this. These are just things that will probably happen in the background. But we'll go off and we'll start investigating the assassin in a bit more detail and try and just stop anything happening. Again, these sort of things, not an enormous amount I can do about them. If the black market closes, not the end of the world. This sounds annoying. Having the Advent return fire would not be nice. But to be honest, it just means I need to try not to shoot them unless I'm pretty sure I'm going to hit them. So yeah. Yeah, if we see any facilities get constructed, we can go out and attack them. It seems like a good idea. Oh, okay, so we'll get chances to interrupt them. That's okay. Maybe it's not quite so bad then. Well, I shall just see what pops up I guess as we go. Right, what orders do we want to do? We've got extra ones this time because we now have Templars to play with as well. We've got all of the other factors of the resistance. So, oh, we can't give them specific orders yet, though. We need to carry on making friends with them. But we can look at these things. So, doubling ability points gained in combat sounds quite nice. That'll get us a lot. That could get us many more upgrades for our troops. Will recovery 20% faster? Maybe nice. Not sure how much I care about that. Does that mean they get over tiredness quicker? Which is that could be useful. Black market reduced by 33%. Sure. I don't really use the black market very much. That does sound very useful actually. Collecting supply drops instantly. Because it'll give me more time for doing other things. We'll have that one. I think we've done quite enough excavating. So let's have the double the ability points. I think this is going to be very, very useful because the ability points allow us to buy all of the extra upgrades for all of our soldiers, giving them even more powers basically, and making them allowing us to give them even more stuff that they can do. And it means we don't have to do quite as much racking our brains over what upgrades we're going to, how we're going to spend the monies on the upgrades. So I think ability points are probably going to be the way to go here. That one, I think that's going to be useful because it means we can just zip over there, grab the supply drop for this month, and then carry on doing something else, something a bit more useful. The excavation speed was nice, but I don't feel we need to do quite so much of it. We've got a decent amount of space. We've got quite a lot of engineers now, so I feel like that will happen reasonably quickly. That one I decided wasn't worthwhile because if the squad's concealed, you've got plenty of time. It's not that big a deal. We can just wander. We can wander around a bit relatively safely. So yes, I think this is a good selection. Oh, I see.
Consider it done, Commander.
All right, the Reapers have collected the supply drop for us, and we've got 271 supplies. Nice. I approve of that. That's really useful. I mean, it saves me a week of scanning somewhere, so that means I can now go off and do something else. Whether that's go over and get some intel from over here, although I've got quite a lot of intel. Reducing contact costs seems like a useful thing to have. Or I could push over to here and make contact with South America. That seems to be the only way I can go now. So yeah, I think making contact with we can build faster as well if we go to the skirmisher HQ. I think making contact with these two is going to be a good idea, but I think reducing contact costs first seems worthwhile. So let's do that.
Plotting new course.
Do a little bit of scanning over here. Get some. We'll go get the plated armor finished as well. That'd be nice.
Our research was a
just like that,
Commander.
I should hope so too. All that time and effort you spent. Right, so now we can make Predator armor, Tempest gauntlets, interesting, and we've got proving ground projects for the exosuit and the spider suit. So we're going to have a look at what those are in a minute. Good. Tempest gauntlets, designed to amplify the use of psionic energy. Alright, sounds useful. Presumably that means the Tempest, the Templar will do more damage with these gauntlets than he would have done before. That seems quite nice. Yes, I think the Gauss weapons are going to be the next one to get. Predator armor, okay, and spider suit, lovely. Oh, is that the grappling hook one? Yeah, that sounds very handy. What's this? Oh, a heavy version of it. Ooh, interesting. And improved swords. Swords sounds like a nice idea, especially does the Templar's weapon count as a sword as well? Even then, that sounds good at that point. This sounds like a nice idea. How long will it take? 5 days, or I could get the Gauss weapons, which is 8 days. But if I don't do the improved swords, I'll never get them again, presumably. increasing damage by 1. It's not a huge damage. It's not a huge damage increase, but I mean, it's not to be sneezed at. We've seen how absolutely lethal Bagel is with his pistol, and Mark is going to be even more so when he starts using pistols because he's spec'd for actually using them. The extra damage thing on these things is actually really useful. But I don't use. But yeah, I tend to use the shotguns with the Rangers more. Yeah, you're probably right, Tristan. The Tempest gauntlets are a separate thing, so they probably don't count as swords. It's not +1 to melee combat. Yeah, I think because I don't seem to be using the swords all that much. I think going for the Gauss weapons is going to be a better use of time here, and getting the sniper rifle and the heavy cannon to do a bit more damage. Yes, I think that's probably going to be more useful. Let's go for that one.
Work begins immediately, Commander. I'll contact you when I have a full report available.
Right, there we go. Sophia is now a grenadier. Lovely. That's what we wanted. And that means I now have a difficult decision to make. We have one recruit left, and I need to choose what class to make him. I think another ranger, because rangers are pretty useful getting up close and doing massive amounts of damage with their shotguns, and run and gun is absolutely devastating. So I think we'll have yet another ranger here. Yeah. Anyone disagree? Speak now. Speak quickly, or forever hold your pieces. Oh, and hello, Alex John, as well. I didn't see your messages straight away because you sent them as whispers rather than in chat. So welcome, and yes, thank you. I'm glad you approve the content, and make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel if you're not as well. And I am doing well, thank you. Alright, and another ranger being trained up. Okay, so yeah, we're now. Oh, we've got 11 soldiers available now. Nice. Everybody has recovered from. Well, not everybody. Lots of people have recovered from their injuries, so we have huge numbers of troops available now. Fantastic. Yeah, great.
The Templars seek to take from the Elders what is.
And this covert action is nearly finished.
The psionic power they draw.
So we can have another 2 days of peace and quiet.
Power relay now operational.
We'll have a power relay apparently. No, let's find somewhere more useful to put them. Actually, let's have them carry on excavating. So let's carry on with the let's excavate the alien machinery over here. With Mickey. Oh. Begin excavation. Thank you. The user interface knows what I want to do better than I do. So we've got the infirmary over here being built as quickly as possible. We've got one engineer in the power relay providing extra power, which we don't actually need. We could take Sarah out. We could take Sarah out of here and put her into the. Actually, there's nowhere particularly useful to put her. What does this get me? Decreases covert action duration. That sounds useful, actually. That generates extra power. This excavates more quickly. This generates more power. This one increases resistance contacts. We may find that very useful at some point. How we do it, I don't fully understand how the resistance comms works at the moment. I mean, it does. I assume we're going to need to put an additional. Maybe it's the number of areas we can make contact with. So if we stick an engineer in here a bit later, then we can make contact with more areas. I don't really know. But for now, let's put her in down here, clearing out the alien machinery. Get that to happen a bit quicker. Right. Okay. Back to scanning. There's something else on there that finished. Oh, I don't know.
We had some wounded soldiers requiring treatment after that last
Templar's
been
wounded.
With a few days rest, they'll be ready to get back into it.
Our strength against these chosen grows just as our knowledge of them does. We are bound by a common enemy, and together we
there we go. So now we've got the boost. We've got the faction influence increased with the skirmishers. So that means we'll be able to have an additional faction order slot running, which will be rather nice. And we gained tactical analysis and some additional things over here. Fabricate PCS. That sounds quite nice. We can counter a chosen activity as well. That could also be useful.
We're ready for more orders, Commander. We only await your choice.
Tactical analysis. Enemy units lose 1 action the next turn if discovered on the XCOM turn. Ooh, that sounds very useful. That sounds extremely useful. So the enemy units, if we find them, then they'll scatter and go into cover as normal. But then in their next turn, they'll only be able to move or shoot. They won't be able to do both. That sounds really powerful. Nice. We should assign a new covert action. We've got lots of soldiers now, which is great.
Actions has motivated them to share some new information on the Chosen.
Very interested in this one. Create a superior PCS. We don't know what, but it'll create one. I think this sounds interesting enough to be useful. So let's do this one. We can send out... So we need someone who's at least a sergeant. Let's send Matteo out on this one again. And someone will get an aim boost. That should probably go to a sniper. So that means probably... let's leave Lobster alone for now. Let's send Bagel out on this one to get the boost to aim, and we've got plenty of intel, so we'll do that as well. I think that's probably quite a nice one to have. Oh, counter chosen. That's a good point. I meant to look at that one. Yeah, actually, no. Yes, I agree. I forgot I saw that one. This one sounds even better, especially as we get an extra boost on the dodginess down there. So this has to be someone. It has to be a lieutenant or better. No, it has to be a sergeant. Actually, sorry. I want this to be a ranger, ideally. So we could send. Yeah, let's send Pete out on this one. Ideally, that means sending out Lobster as well. But okay, we can do that. Keep their bond thing going, and we don't want them to get captured, so we'll do that. Yeah, I think you're right. Let's do the count. Let's do the count of the chosen activity, and then we can worry about these hunt the chosen ones again next, I suspect. So send them out on that one.
We will work hand in hand with our new allies.
It has been a difficult year so far, Tristan. That's why you look tired. Anyway, no, I was going to say you designed those characters. You didn't. Mike designed them for all of us, didn't he? So it's a slightly different. What else was I going to? Oh yes, I remember. I need to make some armor. So over to engineering, which is down here.
Hey, Commander.
Right, we would like to build some items, please. Armor. So we've got the Predator armor. What's this? It's cost 6 Advent Trooper Corps, 150 supplies, 20 alien alloys, and it gives everybody a better armor. I mean, that sounds like a no-brainer to me. Let's go for that one. I have loads of supplies. I probably have plenty of corpses. No, don't have a huge amount of alloys. We need to go looking for those if we can.
The aptly named Predator armor should give our soldiers.
That's a little skimpy.
Longevity in the field.
Might need to go in and check on whoever that is. Is that TAC? I'm not quite sure. Whoever that is, I need to go in and check on their check on that soldier and make sure they are intended to be as clad as skimpily as they appear to be. On the weapons front, the Templar gauntlets, 40 supplies, 5 alien alloys. We've got the supplies. We do have the alloys, but we don't have a lot of spare. I think maybe not just yet. Although he's back around again because he's come back from the mission he went on. Yeah, probably should, I think. Just buy all of these upgrades as soon as we can.
Having never stepped foot in one of the city centers, I've never actually had one of these Advent burgers I keep hearing rumors about. No.
Right, can we get this one finished? 3. What's something else exciting? We've got lots of people recovering from wounds as well. The aliens are continuing with the Avatar project, which is just because I'm spending time recovering from last week's shenaniganery rather than doing further advancements.
Reminder to you, Commander. Until you return to your place at the Elder's side, all who would stand with you in defiance.
Another incoming decrease.
The Chosen are gonna do whatever it takes to get to you, Commander. Even if that means wiping out entire camps of Resistance supporters. We're their only line of defense.
I know. Right, there we go. Found an amusement centre. Advent and planned on constructing a number of remote entertainment districts. Okay, so they're making holiday parks apparently. Small settlement of refugees. Next region costing decreased by 50%. Sure, that sounds useful. Okay, now let's go over here. So do we want? The question is, do we want to go for New Brazil or do we want to go for New Chile? What's that? That's the. Okay. We get 55 supplies from there, 85 from here. We can build faster if we go to... I don't know, what's the difference? This one seems to be closer to the Warlock, but I'm aware that's just a sort of a figure that's been stuck on the map to give you a general impression. We do want at some point we want to make our way up to here to get to this this Advent Black site up here and destroy that. I think let's go to New Brazil first because it gets us more supplies and it's closer to New Mexico, which is where we need to get to in order to shut down another Advent Black site, which will help decrease the Avatar project progress. I feel like that's a sensible move. Let us, on the way over though, have a quick look at the black market, just out of curiosity, just see if there's anything interesting and useful available for sale over here, or if there's anything I can sell as well. Actually, I suppose. So we could buy alien alloys. So I was saying I needed more alien alloys. It cost me 30 intel for 26 alloys. That feels like it might be worth it. Illyrium, I've got quite a lot of that. I don't think I need to buy any of that at the moment. Advanced scopes are, I mean, these are good, but I don't think it's worth spending the intel on them. I definitely don't need to buy supplies. Buying a grenadier might have been a useful idea rather than recruiting one, but never mind. Could get information on the assassin. It's it halves the hunt the chosen covert action times. That's sort of useful. Rush researchers. I don't think these are worthwhile, even though they're relatively cheap. I'm tempted by the alien alloys because we are running a bit low on those, and we have a lot of intel. I think I'll get that one. And then have a look at what they want to buy as well. Now I have a lot of corpses. Well, I have some corpses, and I don't know whether they're. I know, but some of the builds and things do take them. So making that armor I did earlier, for example, took a load of Advent Trooper corpses, presumably because we're recycling their armor. I'm not going to sell Illyrium because I know how valuable that is. At least was in the original game. I think probably none of this stuff is worth selling because it's all going to be valuable somewhere. It's probably all going to be turned into useful stuff later on in the game. So I don't know what I can safely sell. Also, I'm not remotely short of supplies, so let's not sell anything. Right, and now let's go and make contact with Brazil, or New Brazil rather.
Commander, we've utilized all of our available communications capacity. We can't establish any new contacts until we upgrade our systems.
So that presumably is the resistance comms that needs to be upgraded. So if I stick it, is that right? I'm sort of guessing the resistance comms is what we use to communicate with the resistance. So does that mean we need to chuck an engineer in here? Alien machinery, clean alien machinery, building infirmary. Yes, resistance contacts +2. Okay, so I can chuck an engineer. Well, I don't need to chuck an engineer in here yet, but after doing this one, before I can do anywhere else, I'll need to put in an engineer and get +2. Does that mean I'll then need to build another resistance comms in order to get any more after that? I imagine it probably does. I feel like this Avenger isn't big enough. There's only 12 slots for building things, and yeah, I feel like I don't feel like there's very much space in here. Put it that way. Anyway, let's go over here and get on with the making contact.
Attempting to establish local regional contact.
New targets for guerrilla ops against Advent. Okay, what can we do then? So, we can go to West Africa and do what's basically an assassination mission, and that will get us a scientist. Scientists are useful, they speed up research. We go over here where we have to sabotage a transmitter. Apparently this one's hard, and that'll get us a ranger sergeant. We've got quite a lot of rangers and quite a lot of sergeants, so that's not hugely desirable. Or we can go down here into the South Africa. We can gain another engineer and counter the dark event. What other ones do we have? We have a counter the hidden dark event. Might be useful for that. And this also counters the return fire event. But there is a psionic storm here. Lots of psionic enemies present. That sounds horrible. Lots of Advent troopers. So this is Advent, basically. Just Advent. This one is no sit rep down here, but it counters it stops this happening. So what I'm seeing here is that this one is going to be annoying because it's going to be dealing with lots and lots of there's going to be lots of psionic enemies around, and that's a pain. So there's going to be lots of priests playing shenanigans and things. But the rewards aren't there's lots of shenanigans due to this. The rewards are, well, I'll get a scientist and it'll stop this return fire event. Both of which, I mean, they're not bad, but they're not amazing. Having research happening quicker might be quite nice, but it's not the research isn't a huge problem at the moment, I don't think. Over here, we get potentially we can go in and we can take out a oh no, we don't need to take out any more Advent officers. We've already got an Advent officer for that research for the plot event. We'll counter the hidden and dark event, which might be a good thing. We'll get a ranger, which is vaguely useful. Or we can go to South Africa where we can get an engineer. I think engineers are probably more useful because that'll allow us to upgrade another of the rooms. And I was just saying how I don't think there's enough space in the Avenger, so it might be useful to have more engineers. But it also counters the least important dark event, I would say. So yes, hard to say. That's true. This is an unknown. This is an unknown dark event. We don't know what's going to happen here. And it will get us a ranger, and I think this is probably. I think this is potentially the best reward because it gets us the engineer, but also the least exciting dark event. Rangers are useful, especially when they're already a sergeant, and it does counter an unknown dark event. And there's lots and lots of Advent here, and Advent. Well, I was going to say the Advent general troops aren't too difficult, but the other ones can be a bit more scary. Over here. We get a scientist, and I think that's probably the least valuable. Although it would admittedly speed up research. I don't know. What do you guys think? So Madman thinks that going for the Madman thinks we should go for East Africa, get the Ranger and counter the hidden dark event. What do the rest of you think? We've got 2 votes here. Sophia and Mark both think we should go in for the engineers. For the engineer, rather. I think I basically agree with you. Oh, Madman also is sort of half-heartedly voting for that one as well. So, yeah, I think this is a good one to go for, and we've got a good selection of troops available now as well. So I think we can indeed take you in, Mark, and try and get you up to. It's true. Yeah, the East Africa one is more difficult as well. Apparently, this is only a moderate as opposed to a hard. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this one. I think the engineers are very useful.
For South Africa.
And we'll just have to fly intercontinental for a moment to deal with this. Right. Okay, so yes, who are we going to take? Well, let's put in all of the top ranks. We'll take Persistent along as a medic. We'll get. We're not taking three specialists. That's ridiculous. Make all the items available as well. Right, probably not going to take Mox, so I'll get rid of him as well. Maybe take Dragon over, so maybe take Cheese as well. I haven't decided. Let's have a. Now I am spoilt for choice. So I promised that yes, we'll take Mark in because I want to play with the sharpshooter skills. What skills has he got? Let's have a look. Weapon upgrades? Oh, okay. No, we don't care about that because he's not going to be using a sniper rifle very much. What's he loaded up with? He's got Predator armor, which is nice. That gives him a +4 to health. Excellent. Sniper rifle, good. Are there any better sniper rifles? He can take the one that won't end his turn. He can take the one that has the autoloader. Let's take the autoloader. I don't intend to use the sniper rifle very much with him, but it might be fun to have. He's got a mag pistol, which does a decent amount of damage as his secondary. Great. He's got Tristan's rifle. Look at that. It's purple. No, wait. Hang on. Tristan isn't a sniper. Yes, he is. Yes, he's got Tristan's rifle. Cheeky. That makes me wonder, actually, who the other rifle belongs to. The one that's got the that thing. That also appears to be Tristan's. Mark, do you always have a purple rifle? No, your rifle doesn't have the upgrades. You have, but we've got 2 green ones that both do. Okay, well we'll give you that and that and that. That's all. This all seems to be fine. Although we'll give you the mimic beacon because you're going to be fairly far forwards. And personal combat sims. Yeah, let's give you the dodge as well because the idea is that you're going to be up close and shooting people in the face with a pistol at short range. So at the moment we have a medic, a sneaky, and a gunslinger. We need some explosives on this mission, so I'd like to help level up one of the lower level grenadiers. So let's bring Saphir in with his grenade launcher to come in and blow some stuff up. Let's have a look at his guns. What can we have here? So he's got the Predator armor, cannon. Is there are no upgraded cannons available. Okay. We'll bring you in with a pair of grenades. I think you get a pair of grenades. Yes, pair of grenades so you can blow stuff up nicely. Dragonova, we can't do anything with. Persistent. Let's not upgrade you just yet. Let's put in a ranger, because we need to have a ranger. If we're looking near the bottom, I feel like we should bring in. I don't want to bring in too many noobs on this mission. What level is Mark? He's relatively low. He's a corporal. Okay, let's bring in. I don't have any high-level rangers. They're all unavailable due to injury. Okay, we're going to bring in a low-level ranger then and get him leveled up a bit. Let's bring in Mike. See if we can try to get him. I customized him. What's going on here? I customized him to look more like Mike. What's going on? So I must have just not clicked OK. So we have firstly head. This is definitely wrong. Let's get rid of this hat. Problem is I can't remember exactly what stats Mike had. He doesn't have that much hair. I know that much. Hair. This one. And body needs to be orange, offensively orange. So we'll give him that ultra hot orange for his main, and then actually ultra hot orange for his secondary, and then just merely lukewarm orange for his primary. This Predator armor is somewhat revealing, isn't it? And his weapon should be Larry orange as well, like that. There we go. I'll go in and do it a little more detail later. Right, persistent. What are you carrying? No wait, I was going to pull in someone else as well. So I could bring along Mox as a skirmisher. Do a bit of jumping around all over the place and shooting things with the submachine gun. Or I could bring along another grenadier. So what have we got at the moment? We've got a sniper. No, oh, we don't have a sniper. Let's bring a sniper. So Bagel, you can have the chance of a. Let's take the rifle back from Mark, because he's not going to be using the rifle. Probably. Give it to Bagel instead. Load out sniper rifle. That sniper rifle, and then we'll give the other slightly improved one to Mark, just in case he does use it. But I don't expect Mark to be using that. I expect you to be using the pistol basically all the time. Otherwise, Bagel is probably set up properly. Do we have any other? Yeah, no, that's not what I meant to do. Load out sniper rifle. Take the interesting one. Weapon upgrades. Are there any more? That weapon's fully upgraded. Are there any more weapon upgrades available? Yes, there are. So onto this one. Oh, has he got? Is there a different one you could? Oh, this is difficult. Okay, so we've got a shot. Right. So he could have. Wow, there are lots of weapons here that have been customized. So you could have either this one with a laser sight that's a +5 crit and a clip size +1 clip size, or you could have this one that's a +5 to aim. He's quite low level. Let's take the aim. And then persistent, we can edit you. Load out mag rifle. You can get missed shots do damage, or improved crit chance. That sounds quite good. Improved crit chance sounds quite good. Can we upgrade that even further? Yes, we can. Give that a hair trigger. Yeah, all right. And I think we'll give the repeater. We'll put the repeater on a shotgun, because I think this is a weapon that's going to get used quite a lot. It's taken me forever to get this mission ready, so I do apologise for this, but there's so many things that can be applied. Right, there we go. That's everything now. So what have we got? We've got a sniper. We've got a gunslinger. We've got a grenadier to blow stuff up. We've got a sneaky person to run in and scout the place out before we do anything. We've got a ranger to get up close along with the gunslinger. So those two are performing a similar job. And we've got a specialist to heal everyone up when they inevitably get shot. Right. Yes, apparently all the upgraded guns are yours, Tristan. I'm not quite sure why. Right, let's go. Da-da-da-da-da-dum. Bomb. Let's see what we can do with these guys. I mean, at this rate, it's probably going to take less time to complete the mission than it took to get everyone set up. That's probably not actually true. And if it is, then I'm not thinking about things hard enough. Hopefully, there'll be no chosen this mission. You always say flashbangs, and I always say no. I think there's more valuable uses for the slots in the inventory.
From some of their trains in this region, and we've located an unprotected terminal connected to their network nearby. The data we're after is critical to the aliens' latest operation, and this is our chance to stop their progress.
Oops, straight through the building. Nice.
Secure the site, remove any hostile threats, and gain control of the assets to recover the data.
Right, here we are again. Oh, that's a nice
Menace
sporty
1-5,
car.
This is Avenger. The access point we're after is just ahead. Move to secure the area. Expect hostile resistance.
So we have to get up and investigate that. Thingy, the MacGuffin. So Dragonova, guess what? You're going first, and we're going to move you to here.
I understand. I will always find you.
Right. So we have Wow. Okay. Is that? Have we got lost on this one? Yes, we have. Interesting. Okay. So we have lost to worry about as well as aliens. I say worry about; they're not that dangerous, but we are moving in this direction. I think basically it's got quite a long way to go. I've learnt that it's best not to leave any enemies alive. It's best to basically we have to neutralise all the enemy targets anyway. So basically, let's not hang around. Let's get everyone up here onto this rooftop. We'll do an Overwatch ambush. Take out these guys. Take out these two, and maybe even if we're really lucky, we'll take out these two as well. We'll see how that goes. Mark and Bagel should be absolutely lethal against these because they've got the pistols that do 4 to 5 damage. Mark especially is just going to get run in there and start gunslinging, I suspect. Let's have a quick look at his ability. So we do have squad sight shots against these Lost over here. He can fire his pistol. He can pistol Overwatch to see he's got Mimic Beak. I was expecting him to have a few more abilities than this. Maybe he hasn't been. Maybe we haven't leveled him up far enough yet. Let's advance up this way anyway. So I think we'll put, because we have all of these snipers available, let's get them into positions where they can snipe. So we'll put Mark over here because we do want to use him as a gunslinger really. And Bagel can go up here. Yeah, I think you might be right there, Tristan. It might just be it's not showing me the stuff because I can't do the stuff yet. Oh, lovely. If we've got Lost everywhere, then when Sophia starts blowing things up, we're going to have lots and lots of excitement to deal with.
10-4.
Mike, you are a ranger. Let's keep you down low. We'll put you over here though, and you can have a look in through the window, sure. But basically, we'll just keep you back over this way. But basically, here. Oh, it's a banner. I was thinking, hang on a minute, is that an alien that's sort of in a square? I can't see properly for some reason, or I haven't noticed. But no, it's just the game being it's just decoration. Right, there we go. I thought the aliens have a little bit of a. Did they trigger because they spotted the Lost? Oh, for goodness sake, that's a bit rude. The aliens and the Lost triggered each other, I think. No, we're out of concealment. Oh, did I leave these guys visible? I think I screwed up. I think I left them visible, and that's cost me. That's cost me my concealment. Okay, well, in that case, hell with it. Let's remote start this van. It'll blow up the snake. It'll blow up all their cover, and it'll take out most of the Lost. It'll cause some more Lost as well, but I like blowing stuff up. What can I say?
Enjoy the show.
Dragonova agrees. Oh, it's okay. Yeah, so we killed the snake. I don't know what happened to the other Advent guy who was over here. That didn't go quite according to plan. I don't know why this lost didn't blow up. I guess it's far enough back that it's outside the blast radius, which is rather annoying. Okay, Bagel, you've got a 97% chance, 4 to 5 damage. Yeah, just kill it. Perfect. And the other one, 99% chance. Oh! What? Oh, they weren't... They were still in concealment. I'm very confused then by this. But I thought I'd lost concealment, but apparently I hadn't. Oh well.
Target neutralized.
Where was the turret? I didn't see a turret. Oh, you mean I blew up a turret over here? Is that it? Oh, that makes sense. We are very close to the to the thing now. We are going to get a flood of Lost fairly soon, but I don't think I care about that. That Lost over there. Who can see it? Presumably it's Dragonova. Now, who can see that Lost? Oh, nobody. It's one of those things where it's one of those things where because we... I don't know why we can see that Lost, actually. I'm very confused. Oh, it could... Oh, is there a turret on one of the... I don't... Are these turrets? Yeah, maybe they're turrets. Okay, well, we'll just get a little bit closer and then we'll use the snipers to pummel them, I guess. Should be fine. Dragonova has finished moving. Let's get... because I summoned some Lost, let's get a bit of high ground at this point. We'll stick Mike up here.
Headed there now.
And we'll get Mark up as well. And we'll get these two over to this wall because we know there's more Lost. We know there's some Lost down there.
I guess that'll be okay.
Persistent can do some a bit of shooting. There you go, a couple of nice 100%ers for you, Persistent. Don't say I never do anything for you.
I got it, right?
Lovely. And then we'll bring you... Oh, who are you? Sophia. We'll bring you over to over here as well. In fact, we can't quite get you over there. All right, we'll bring you up to the wall over here so you can see down this side. I didn't notice the air bending, but I can easily believe it. And then we'll just stick everyone on Overwatch, so when the Lost show their faces, we can shoot them off.
Overwatch.
On Overwatch.
Oh, that was a long watch. Oh, never mind. Oh, that's a... Okay, we didn't take out... We did insufficient taking out of that sectoid, apparently. But, you know, it's a good Overwatch, so I'm happy with that. There is a Lost Swarm approaching. That's fine. If we send Dragonova over... If we... Yeah, okay, there's the turret is awake. Can we see that? No. So we'll send Dragonova over. Yes, that. Put her in down here. She can grab the loot. And then Bagel can put a round into the turret. Ooh. And we found quite a lot more enemies as well. Lyrium, sure, that's mildly useful.
It's safely in tow.
Also some valuable reconnaissance, I would say. Now that, I feel, is potentially worth a claymore in the next turn. In the meantime, though, let's get the snipers. Well, we can shoot anything we want. So if we shoot this turret, will it alert these guys down here? Because I would like to put a claymore on them before we do anything else. But I think taking out the turrets first is going to be quite a useful thing. But as I say, I don't want to alert them. I think the quad sight snipers are going to be very, very busy for the next turn, or for the next few turns. Just taking everything down, and then we might need to run in there with the Rangers and maybe the heavies. We shall see. You know, this is one of the things we could just go in and find out whether shooting a nearby turret will alert some troops. That's fine. Let's just find out. I'm a bit concerned by my armpits. Okay, that was a full. Oh, nice! He actually wrecked it with one single shot, and it didn't trigger them, which is nice. So they've got 4 damage. So a sniper who does max damage can in fact take out a turret with a single shot, even through its armor. The chances are he probably won't do max damage, but when he does, it's absolutely lethal. Or alternatively, he'll just straight up miss it like that. Okay, well, never mind. Okay, we're not going to do anything else with these guys down here for now. As I said, I'm going to blow them up, even though it'll summon more loss. But we'll do that with a Claymore in the next turn. So for now, I'm just going to stick everyone on Overwatch for when the Lost inevitably appear.
Got it covered.
Got it covered.
So where's the Lost Swarm coming from? Over there, okay. One. 7 damage, nice. These shotguns are a bit effective. Oh, of course, that has now activated the pod of enemies. And please don't find Dragonova. That would not be appreciated. Okay, we have lots of enemies doing stuff now. Now, I'm not particularly worried by any of this yet. I mean, maybe I should be, but I'm not. Even if we do seem to have rather a lot of them triggering at this point. Yes, she can throw the Claymore and run away. She can also place the Claymore in such a position that... Oh no, she can't. No, she can't place it. She can't run away without decloaking. However, if I do this, but then there's a risk of the. I think we might have to decloak her. Oh, but she's not. No, she's not going to be able to get far enough away to be safe from all of the what do you call it? Zombies. So I think we're going to have to put that there. Purifier will explode if it dies from explosive. Okay, so that will be very bad for Dragonova. So I guess we can't do that yet because that would be fatal for the Purifier. I could just leave Dragonova there and hope all these guys run away from her, but they probably won't. I could run her away back up to here. Can she get... No, she can't get up here because Mark's in the way. Mark... Let's do some free slaughter of Lost to start with. So we've got an 8... Yeah, that's an 89% chance hit kill, so I'll risk that one, I think. Pistol. Yeah, okay, it is pistol.
Das war's für dich.
89% chance again. Sure. We'll risk the 89. That's 89s.
Abschuss.
And yeah, I guess I'll risk 86 as well because that's close enough to 89 that I'm reasonably confident with it. There we go. And we can take out that one over there, but let's see what Bagel can do first. Nothing at all. He's not got any. Oh, hang on. He's not got any. He can't see any zombies at all. Okay, that's a bit odd. Oh, do you mean Mark? I take it, not Tristan. That's Bagel. That's Mark. This is Mike. Okay, yeah, it's true. He is. Let's move him to over here. It means he won't be able to snipe, but he'll be able to do a pistol shot at least.
Okay.
Oh, and he spotted 2 more zombies as well. Nice. Let's do that then. Basically, if we can eliminate essentially all of the zombies, then leaving Dragonova out in the not in the middle, but just somewhere down here, starts to make a bit more sense. So, how many more zombies have we got? I know there's some in this building. That's the worst. That's the big problem. How far can Dragonova go with a single move? She can get to behind this cover over here or here. That's a bit too far forward for my liking. I think behind here is probably her best bet. So we'll move her to there. And then... She doesn't have a pistol, otherwise I'd take out all of these zombies around here. I mean, I could do that anyway. It would guarantee her to be uncloaked, but then she's going to be uncloaked anyway. Yeah, let's take out these 3 zombies. Let's take out 3 zombies, and then run her to over here, Claymore in here, and somebody else can shoot the Claymore. Yeah, not gonna leave Dragonova in a silly place. In fact, we could do that in a different order. I could move her to here, put in the Claymore. Can you throw the Claymore a full run's distance? Yes. So let's run her over here. Move her to here. She'll get decloaked. But that's probably going to happen anyway. It's sort of inevitable. Oh dear, don't have an Overwatch. Oh, it's got an Overwatch. Oh no, it hasn't. That's all right then. Oh, phew. Right, now we take out some of these zombies that are a bit too close for comfort. That's a guaranteed kill.
No one will mourn them. I need more ammunition.
And one of that no, that isn't a guaranteed kill. That's a guaranteed kill. Well, it's a 94% chance of a kill. I'm prepared to take that risk. That was a foolish risk, it turns out. That's annoying. I shouldn't have taken that risk. I should have thrown the what do I call it, the Claymore beforehand. But I thought 94% chance. That's bound to happen. That's bound to be fine, isn't it? Oh no, wait, this is XCOM. I forgot. I could put a grenade over there. I can't get you into a safe position to grenade from, though. I think it would still be a good idea, though. Let's move to here. Try and get a grenade over there.
Move into position.
And of course, it's slightly too short a range. Ah, that really frustrates me. How about you? Can you throw a frag grenade far enough? No, you can't. It's really frustrating that there's no... Yeah, I want to have an indication of where I'm going to be able to move to, where I'm going to be able to shoot before I actually move, or where I'm going to be able to throw a grenade to before I move, and that doesn't seem to be... That's not really a thing. Let's take out the Purifier with a pistol. Let's try a pistol shot against the Purifier. Not you. Not you. You. Oh, it's 54% because it's in cover because I haven't been able to blow it up. Ah, this is really annoying. No alt will tell... No, alt doesn't help. Alt tells you what you'll be able to shoot from that position. It doesn't tell you what you'll be able to throw a grenade at from that position. Purifier is still a low chance from here as well. Yeah, I'd have moved him forward another 2 squares if I'd realised. Persistent is not going to have the throwing range for that. Can move her to here though, and we'll at least all be able to then start. We'll at least then be able to maybe take down the mech.
Hey, I'll go.
So let's all shoot at the mech because it's a really easy target. Even if it does have, it's a hard target. It's a hard target, but it's easy to hit. Who's left? Yeah. If we have... Bagel could probably take out that one. 1, 2, 3. No, he can't. That's so the mech is... Oh yeah, the mech isn't going to survive. Either Bagel or Mike is going to be able to kill. He's going to be able to kill the mech without any problems from up here. However, ooh, if I put Mike down here, he might be able to grenade. He'd be able to grenade the purifier, but that wouldn't. Might be able to grenade the purifier, but that wouldn't really help. Let's get Bagel to take out the mech first. So fire pistol at 89%, whereas with the rifle it's 99%. I really want this thing dead, so I'm going to use the rifle, even though it's a bit of a waste.
Enemy down.
Let's move Mike to here, low cover behind this wooden table, and then attempt to shotgun the... Oh wait, no, has he got running... No, he hasn't got run and gun. Yes, he has. No, he's got reload. He hasn't leveled up far enough to get run and gun yet. Damn it. Not it would really help because he then get pulverized by the other one over there. So let's drop him down to here, and then... Oh, actually... No, because he's not... No, he's going to get eaten by zombies if he goes down there. Let's not do that. Dragonova is out of turn. That's the whole reason. That's why all of this is difficult. Sophia and... Yeah, so we're down to these two. Sophia can't do anything because I didn't move him forwards far enough because I didn't know how big my grenade launch was going to be. I could take out these zombies down here with a grenade, but I think that's well, I could take out 2 of them with a grenade, maybe 3 of them, but that's a complete and utter waste of time. Oh, and grenades. The question is, what do I do with Mike? Obviously, move him to here so he's in cover.
Moving.
Let's put him on Overwatch, I think. Because I think the Purifier probably doesn't have the flamethrower range to get Dragonova from there. So the Purifier is probably going to move. In which case, Mike will get a reaction shot. He's high up. And therefore, and if he hits, it's a guaranteed kill. So I think that's probably going to be better. As it is, we've only got a 41% chance of getting the kill. Or maybe the stun lantern will come running out. In which case, again, that one will get a shot. So I think this is probably the way to do it.
Scanning.
And even though I don't think Sophia can see very well, we'll put him on Overwatch anyway because there's no point in not, really. Oh, didn't quite take out the stun lancer. That was very, very close, but they've got so much health. On the plus side, at least it shot at us, I suppose. Oh, and that's moved out far enough to in view from Sophia. Nice shot, Sophia. I approve of that. A nice big explosion as well. And there's a turret going. What? Something. Oh no, the turret is shooting at the Lost. Even better. Wow, that was amazing. I'm really happy about that. The Lost can climb up here all they want. I don't care. We'll just shoot down in the next turn. And they make themselves really easy targets as well. Even better. Right, so we've got this guy down here in partial cover, which is mildly annoying, but we can deal with that in a moment. And just out of curiosity, what does Dragonova? Oh, Dragonova needs a reload. What sort of hit chances have we have on it? 75% from up here. That's not bad. We're not going to have any trouble taking that out. So these guys up here. Let's deal with the annoying ones first. Let's give some kills to Mark because we might as well. So you've got 100%er on that one. Is that a... Okay, yeah. So that's got 4 health. So that is a guaranteed kill. I don't know why that was considered to be an easier shot than the other one, but that's quite funny. It's only a 50% chance of hitting that Lost with the sniper rifle because it's too close. So if we switch over to the pistol, though, on the other hand, it's a 100% chance to hit, 0% chance to crit. But that's okay because it's only got 3 health anyway. Boom. 75% chance of the rifle, 87% chance of the pistol. Again, because it's a short range. We won't do that just yet, in case we decide we want to move him and deal with some of these other Losts that are lurking around down the bottom here. But basically, that was brilliant. Just absolutely lethal. In fact, you know what? Let's have someone else, like Mike, try and deal with that that guy down there. He's only got a 75% chance, but if he hits, then we can use the snipers to take out the turret up top if we can still see it. I don't think. Actually, no, we probably can't. We can't see it at the moment, can we? Never mind. Let's just get Mike to try and take this guy out anyway. Lovely. Of course, when he's almost dead, then that's when you do maximum damage. Of course it is. Persistent, you have a 100% chance of hitting that one, so please do.
Check it before you get too close. Get in the water here.
You can then grab a reload, just like that. You know what, Dragonova, you might as well have a reload while you're down, because you're down there. I know there's still some Lost around, but I also know I can't see that. I can't shoot at them. So let's grab some reloads. We'll take the free reload, I suppose, since we don't have any choice. It'd be nice if you could do an expensive reload when you, because at the moment, at this point, when I've got plenty of time, and then do a free reload another time. But never mind. I think anything that happens now is no. Let's do a long watch just in case something pops up. But at this point, I think I'm ready to let the Lost. There's at least one. There's one there. We can see it inside the building. Let that come to us. And then after that, we can recloak Dragonova, scamper her over this way so she can see the turret. In fact, you know, no, let's put her on Overwatch anyway.
I won't let them past.
Affirmative, covering now.
On Overwatch.
Bin dabei. Overwatch.
That turret can do whatever it likes. It can't shoot at me. It can do a little bit of damage to the Lost, apparently. Those turrets only do 3 damage. That's kind of pathetic. Another easy kill for Persistent. Nice. Congrats on Ding. Leveling up to Captain. Oh, mission timer. Thank you. That's a very good point. I had completely forgotten about the mission timer. But yeah, it would be rather bad to forget about that, wouldn't it? So let's stop messing around. Let's drop Persistent down in here to deal with this this Lost. Is that in cover there? No, it's not. Let's move down to here to deal with the Lost.
I'm trusting you here.
I'm trustworthy. It's only a Lost. You can deal with that. So you've got a 95% hit chance. Perfect.
I definitely got that one.
Right, and now Dragonova, you have reloaded, so I would like you to recloak.
Darkness is my domain.
And then move to... I mean, it kind of doesn't matter. Let's move you to here. Get a good view of everything down this end of the map. And that means we can now use our snipers to take out the turret. In theory. You can say that again. Why is that turret so hard to hit? The other one I'm sure was much easier. Maybe it was slightly closer and that made a difference. Partial success.
Deflection.
Alright, where can we move to and not attract the attention of the turret? Okay, so we can't even get up to here without attracting its attention. We can move to down here though, where we'll be completely hidden behind the truck. So let's go to. Oh no, we can still see the turret from there. All right, let's move. Nope, and there. Can't see it from here, which is interesting. All right, is there anyone we can move into a position where they can just shoot the turret? Because it's. No. Oh, and Mike needs a reload. Anyway.
Back online.
That actually did sort of sound like Mike. Not much like him, but sort of enough that it was amusing. It amused me slightly. All right, let's advance down up the side of the map along here then. And yeah, Mike, you can't even get to there. All right, we'll move you to there. We're splitting the party a little bit, but never mind. Ideally, we probably want to get Persistent a little bit closer so she can hack the No, that's visible to the turret. So she can hack the thing from a distance. But for now, we'll end the turn here. We'll destroy the turret next turn with one of the snipers, and then we should just be able to run somebody in to grab the loot. In fact, to be honest, at this point we could almost grab we could run Dragonova in to grab the loot, couldn't we? It's close enough. She could do it. Anyway, who's left? Who's got some time? Oh, Persistent has. Okay.
I'm on it.
Oh goody, there's another Lost Swarm coming. Okay, let's get this sorted out. Let's get this sorted quickly. So, Mark, you can have the first shot at this. 71% chance. Come on, see if you can hit it this time. Third time lucky, right? There we go. Nice one. It's always. I feel it's always good to give the lower ranked trooper the kills when we can. Yeah, let's send you in. Okay, you can't actually get to it this turn, but you can get close enough to have a bit of a look around and a recce of the area.
Moving as ordered.
I mean, she could get to it, but she wouldn't be able to do anything once she got there. I feel like we've probably dealt with all of the enemies at this point. There's going to be Lost turning up relatively soon, of course, but other than that, we've dealt with them. Sophia, so given that, let's try and get you somewhere where you can provide cover. So yeah, let's run all the way up here. We've done quite a good recon with Dragonova, so we know there's nothing up this way, so it's not too dangerous. So we can bring Mike along here at the double. Specifically a double move, as you see. And Persistent as well to... There's not much... Okay, that's some cover. And Bagel, let's move you a little bit further... Let's not move you a little bit further forward. You'd be out of cover. Let's move you to there. Because that felt like an odd place to be. So we'll put you there, and then, yes, you can overwatch. You can overwatch, and we'll see if anything happens. Oh, a Muton. Oh! We have very, very not dealt with all of the aliens, it turns out. Okay, that came as a bit of a surprise. Uh-oh.
Now we fight the open.
Oh, for goodness sake. That was a lot of zombies. Okay, good night, Tristan. Catch you later. Thanks for joining, etc., etc.
No place for you to go now.
I was going to claim all those sods, but now the zombies have come in and just ruined everything. The utter sods. Right, okay. That is not ideal. I would have liked to have moved people up a bit closer so we could have done a bit more damage over here. Outrider, what can you do? You can... You've got reasonably good shots on quite a lot of these guys, but there's no... I don't see anywhere where I can get in a good explosive that's worth it to take out multiple... Because we've got this sectoid over here. The second sectoid, I think, ran into the building over here. Can the Claymore get both of them? No, they've heard of the Claymore, and they've and they've cunningly positioned themselves so that they're not both in range of it. I assume it's not going to be a 3D enough thing to get both that one and down here. Presumably. We can wreck a lot of stuff over here, but probably not the sectoid. Do you think that would make the everything inside fall to its death if we put it here? Would that make the zombie and the muton fall to their death, and would it blow up the sides of the train? I don't know. I don't know how tough the trains are. Where else have we had explosions go off? Have we wrecked any other bits of train? Blown a hole in the hole's been blown in the side of that one, but not by me. And same over here. I don't think our explosives will sufficiently damage the train to do that. Oh, that's true. Yes, Persistent can hack it with her drone, but there's a lot of mutons and things around at the moment, which are making things a little bit more awkward. Okay, let's open up with the snipers can get... Oh, you've got no ammunition. That's helpful. You can't do anything with your pistol because everything's far away. 45% and 23% chances there. Those are terrible. I think the best thing to do here might be for Dragonova to just straight up run away. And get herself in cover over here. Because she's not great at heavy combat. And she can do sniping from over there. Yeah, shooting from over there. So let's do that. Let's get Dragonova out of there. Probably the same with Sophia. And then we're in heavy cover over here. And we can potentially... We're not going to... I can't get into a flanking position for the mutant. Oh, maybe actually if I put Sophia here... No, it's still not... Here would be flanking the mutant. But will be easily flanked by anyone coming through the train, I think. Where does the grid go? Anyone coming out of the train would easily flank him. It's a bit annoying that here isn't a flanking position, although even though here is. I'm trying to read. This is difficult to read. Oh, because if he was here, he's in line with the cover, whereas if he's here, he's just out past the cover. I could put him here and drop a grenade on the muton. Do you think that would destroy this piece of scenery in front of it? Would that destroy its cover? I think that's worth a try. Let's put him here then.
And now.
And land a grenade up here. See what happens. I don't know what happened to the zombie that was up there. And it shredded it as well, which is nice. Yeah, I know, we've got a lot. Okay, it has got rid of its cover. Excellent. So now, that gives a much better shot. Oh, it's still only 43. Why is it only 43%? That's terrible. Why is he getting a minus 26 from squad sight? That's hopeless. Yeah, but that's excessive. Squad sight isn't normally that much of a debuff, is it? Oh well. On the other hand, we have, on a more useful note, we have Persistent down here as a 67 chance of hitting, and can potentially do, yeah, 2/3 chance of doing enough damage. It's got 6 left by a bit of quick eyeball. Question is it worth trying to take this zombie first with an 81%er? I think the zombie is far enough away that it's not too much of a danger. Let's go straight for the glory shot. Nice, a crit as well. I approve of that. Excellent shot there. Persistent is running a bit low on ammo though, which is unfortunate. Mike, what can you can't do anything from there. Okay. As a ranger, you kind of need to be closer. As a ranger and somebody with a shotgun, especially. Let's move you over. Let's move you over to here, and then we can decide. Well. Yeah, if we move you over to here, the aliens will move first. So if this sectoid starts trying to come through this way, maybe you'll get a shot off at it. And if not, when the zombie starts to move, you'll get a shot off. Or alternatively, go over here. What's the cover like? Oh no, that's too far. So, do we put him in full cover? I think we put him in full cover, even though he might not get a shot off against the sectoid. Yeah, let's do that. That's more sensible.
To that location.
And then we can go into Overwatch from there. I don't think there's any point in doing a pistol Overwatch from that far back. It's not going to get anything useful. But I don't know. I don't want to drop the snipers down because they're in a... Let's move them to here so he's a little bit closer. I think that's going to be more useful. No, let's do a long watch with Bagel. That way, if the sectoid comes through and if the sectoid moves and comes through, he'll take a shot at it. Otherwise, he'll take a shot at one of the zombies when they move. So the aliens go first. Oh, ouch. Oh. Okay, Sophia is not in a good position there, it turns out. I was hoping that he'd be able to get a shot off at. Bagel would do this against... well, that but with a hit against one of the sectoids. Okay, good. Could have shot the one that was going for Sophia though, because he's. I don't think they've got enough move to get him, fortunately. Okay, so the sectoid is getting beaten up by the zombies. That's good. Obviously, we need to pull Sophia back. I would like to put a grenade in here because we've got. This is what I'm very tempted to do: is to put a grenade there and wreck most of the remaining enemies. Certainly, both the remaining aliens. But I desperately need to retreat with Sophia and get him into cover. How about let's try something slightly different.
I will reposition.
Let's move you to there and then put Sophia here.
Understood. Moving out.
Where's Persistent? I need a medic. I don't know if you can medic on a diagonal. Right. Let's get... No. Give me Sophia. Let's get Sophia to do whatever he can with his heavy cannon. He's got 2 shots left. Might as well try and take out a couple of these zombies. It's a bit overkill. Right. Now let's get Dragonova to throw the claymore to here. Is anyone going to be able to shoot it though if it's actually actively inside the wagon? Because that's a brilliant place to put it. Maybe Sophia will be able to shoot it if it's in line with the door, which it will be if it's there.
Now we wait.
Let's find out. He can as well. Awesome. Yeah, sure. Have some kills.
Commander, we have confirmation of the exposed.
That was amazing. I mean, yeah, okay, more lost, I know, but it was still amazing. Who's right? Mike, you haven't done anything yet. We're down to just lost now, so we can move you. You're not Mike. You're Sophia. Mike, give me Mike. There we go. So we can move you up to here, and we can then just start killing lost.
Okay.
He's using a shotgun against zombies. I mean, that's basically traditional, isn't it? So we'll. It's got to work. Crit as well. Nice. Okay, what enemies do we still know about? We seem to have dealt with all of the enemies we are aware of. So we'll move in over here with Persistent. And oh, why didn't I use the drone for this? Because I'm a Muppet. But yeah, just heal. I should have used a Gremlin heal without moving. But I didn't think of it until after I'd moved. So yeah. Oh yeah, that car is a bit on fire. There's nothing I can do about it now because Dragonova has moved. Do you have your out of actions? Who actually has actions left? Mark does. You're in a pretty good place up there to just straight up Overwatch, I think. We'll do that, and we'll do a long watch from here because that means he can get any lost even if he can't see them. Oh, and Mike also needs to do an Overwatch. So we've got more lost over here. I can see Sophia over there looking slightly worried all the way through the train. Right. Okay, we'll have you reload first just because that seems like a good idea. Can you get off? You have a 67% chance. That's not bad. But okay, not enough, insufficient damage. Fair enough. Right, Persistent. I need you to hack the hacky thing.
Accessing system.
And we can do this from miles away, so it's nice and safe. We don't have to worry about the zombie. You don't have as high a attack score as the computer does, but oh well. Right, so we've got a 20% chance of getting that one. It's clearly not going to happen. We'll go for the easy one over here, and that seems like it has a reasonable chance of happening. Oh, but it's not. No, it's not going to happen. We've reached the network though, and that's what really matters. So we have eliminated all of the non-lost enemies, I think. That's one of those, but there's a load of lost around now that just need to be dealt with. So let's see what we can do about that.
On my way.
I don't know why I'm putting him in this sort of cover when it's just lost at the moment, and cover is somewhat irrelevant for them.
Target disabled. Status confirmed.
Right, there we go, and we managed that just before the next swarm came in from the explosion I got from the Claymore. So that was an excellent mission, because we got someone wounded, unfortunately, but still, you know, I'll take it. That's not too bad. And now we can you can take a mission photo as is traditional. Oops. So I didn't really use Mark as a gunslinger as much as I wanted to in that mission, because he hasn't really got the gunslinger skills yet, because he hasn't leveled up enough times. But we will do. Also, I'd forgotten what they were. Actually, let's turn off the poster stuff around that and just take a picture again. And in fact, let's pan upwards a bit, because then I can put the channel logo up at the top corner here when I use this for next week's thumbnail. Has everyone noticed that I'm using different thumbnails each week, by the way? At least on YouTube. I don't have thumbnails on Twitch. Right, continue. Continue. Dum, 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 dum.
I would like to assure the citizens of Advent that our peacekeepers will stop at nothing to prevent further attacks by criminal elements.
Criminal elements. Well, alright. Move your head, Bagel. I can't see the successful shot percentage. So Mike did the most damage. Mark did the most attacks. 90% successful hits again. That's pretty good. Sophia got shot at the most, which makes much sense. And Dragonova moved the furthest, which also makes sense. Killed 3 enemies per turn. Well, that's what happens when you have lots of lost to play with. They drop fairly quickly and easily. So what's the other number we get on this? And a 31% average cover bonus, which is a new record. Well done me, or well done you guys.
I'm always pleased when the troops return without any reported
Oof,
casualties.
Sophia was gravely wounded. I mean, that makes sense, because he did take a lot of damage. And Mark and Bagel appear to be friends, which is nice. Right, so, Mark, you are becoming a gunslinger, as we've stated. So return fire is, okay, so you automatically shoot back when people shoot at you. I wasn't really taking advantage of that by putting you up the front, but I guess I should do. So we're going to give you lightning hands now. No, wait, no. Wait, what? Right, on this rank, lightning hands, you can fire a pistol. You can get a free pistol shot every turn, which is going to be even more amazing against the Lost, of course. So we'll have that one. Thank you. What? This doesn't seem to be working quite as it's supposed to. Yeah? Yes, take lightning hands. Doesn't seem to work. Let's come back out and go back in again. Right, so we'd like you to have lightning hands. Why can't... What's going on? Why can't I give him lightning hands? We'll come back to him. Sophia, so you might have been wounded, but you did get the level up over here. So we have to decide now whether we give you blast padding, which means you would get a bonus point of armor and take less damage from explosions, or whether we give you Shredder, where you shred armor. Now, the number of armored enemies we're seeing at the moment, I think Shredder is the one to go for here. Okay, it's worked for you. I'm definitely so, but yeah, we're seeing a lot of armored enemies, so I think being able to shred that is going to be very, very useful. Mike, you are being a... I think we decided we wanted you to be a stabby type ranger. Big target, yeah. Well, and also I got you up a bit too close, and then what was it? Oh yeah, it was those two those two sectoids came flying out of. Well, basically, I wasn't expecting all of that attacking to happen. It didn't go quite as I wanted it to. So yeah, c'est la vie. Yeah, the magnetic pistol does a lot of damage. The mag pistol does almost virtually as much damage as the sniper rifle at the moment, because the pistol does 4 to 5, the sniper rifle does 4 to 6, because we haven't upgraded it quite as much. No, I was very hopeful for his survival ability. That's why I moved him backwards, so he would be further away from the flak. Persistent, you are our field medic, so covering fire. Okay, that doesn't seem like a particularly medical thing to do, but I mean that's sort of useful. I can see how getting the how having Overwatch being triggered by enemy action is useful, but also I can see the threat assessment being useful, giving somebody else an additional Overwatch. And we had this thought before where we reckoned that the threat assessment was probably better, but I'm not quite so sure here. And we have been going through setting up Persistent as a battle medic, so I'll about that one for a minute or two while I come over here and look at Bagel, who is blatantly being blatantly being a sniper, so he gets the dead eye. So I'll give that one to him. Actually, think about that. He's going to need to increase his aim skills a lot before Deadeye becomes useful, but when he does, having the damage boost is going to be very, very worthwhile. So yes, I think I will go for that. In theory, he should be far enough back that Lightning Hands isn't going to be so useful. Let's try Mark again. Can we give you Lightning Hands? We still can't give you Lightning Hands. There we go. Now it's allowing me to have Lightning Hands. Goodness knows what was going on there. This game can be glitchy sometimes. Hello, No Guard. Welcome to the end of the stream. And yes, you are. Yes, it's nearly 11 o'clock. This is going to be the end. I've just finished a mission. It took a little while, and yeah, I'm not going to start up another one. I might poke around at other things and look at things a little bit, but yeah. So I think threat assessment is probably the more useful of these, although. Yeah, because usually when we use Overwatch, it's triggered. There tends to be a lot of movement coming from. I mean, I know the point of covering fire is it means if an enemy tries to shoot or do some psionic nonsense or use an ability from in cover or from wherever they are, then they don't get shot at. Whereas this would mean that Persistent would still shoot at them. But threat assessment means that somebody else would be able to do that, but we'd have to use aid protocol, so it wouldn't be an automatic thing. Let's go with threat assessment. I think it's probably more useful. No, I mean it doesn't ignore cover, but the covering fire means that if an enemy is in cover, because if they're not in cover, we'd probably have shot at them. If they're in cover, and we would normally be thinking, right, when you come out of cover, we'll shoot you because it'll be an easier shot. Otherwise, I'd have taken the shot the previous turn. This way, it means if they then decide they're going to try and do some shooting, they'll automatically be shot at by Persistent, which is kind of useful. But no, I think threat assessment is probably going to be more useful overall. So I'm going to go for that one. Right, so everyone is now fully leveled up and upgraded. Oh, we do have a bond here to put in. So
has a unique relationship with their squad mates. As they complete combat,
we know this. We've seen this before.
Their compatibility will grow and can eventually develop into a lasting bond.
Yeah. So let's have that. So we've got two sharpshooters. I mean, now they might make quite a good team together because we've got one of them to snipe and one of them to run up front and just shoot everybody in the face with the pistol. So yeah, might as well go for that. Might as well have that rather. And it also means we can do the extra moves thing as well, which is always useful. All right, let's go for the looking straight down the barrel angle on that one. Junk. What's getting zap? I don't know what's getting zap. Right, continue. We made it back. So, we've gained an Illyrium core, we have gained a Viper corpse, 26 lost corpses, 3 sectoids, 2 turret wrecks, 1 mech, purifier corpse, and muton. Right, stuff. So, we've got yes, we've now investigated the mutant, although we didn't let it do any shooting, so that's quite good. But we've now unlocked the autopsy because we've got a dead one.
Another impressive effort, Commander.
Well, thank you.
My expectations were high, and yet you have exceeded them.
So we have acquired another engineer. So we'll shove her in down here to clear out the alien machinery. I think that's probably the most sensible place to put her. Because at the moment I don't need to generate extra. I don't need to generate extra power. Although as soon as this comes, oh no, I've got loads of power at the moment because I've built this power relay. Yes, but we're still waiting for the infirmary to come online, and once it does, that'll be very useful for Sophia because he's got a 19-day injury. It'll also help a little bit with Mango, who can get her back into action nice and quickly.
Sometimes I do miss that damn sweater.
Right, so I think that pretty much brings us to the end of the episode. One thing I am going to go look at is down here in engineering. There was a mention of...
Commander?
Oh no, it's the... I need to build a foundry first, don't I? So I can't build anything anywhere. I need to build a foundry in order to build the new types of armor, the exosuit and this skeleton suit.
Find a few more recruits who can handle a wrench. I could use the help.
Hey, how many new engineers have I just got you, Shen? Stop complaining. So and the Gauss weapon is 1 day away. The infirmary is 1 day away. All right, let's get those. 6 days to increase region income. Not now, but that's nice to know. We're trying to make contact up here in Brazil.
I would be fearful of the news of your discovery. You may be aware of my movements, but it will change nothing.
So a little bit more scanning over here just to get the infirmary finished. So that's nice. Oh, and we can shove Pete in there now and start telling him to stop being quite so scared of sectoids. That'd be nice. So here is our infirmary. Some nice comfy beds. Those pillows look incredibly uncomfortable, actually. I mean, I guess they're for sitting up in, but still. Right, so in here I would like to... let's put in an engineer. Yep. Double the healing rate, and let's put... Interesting. What negative traits has TAC picked up? I thought it was Pete who had a negative trait. Oh, is he out? He's probably out and busy at the moment. Yes, he's out and doing covert action. So, no, not Mango. TAC. Here we go. What's your... Oh, fear of stun lancers. I mean, I can't criticise him too much because it's fairly sensible to be scared of them. But let's cure him anyway. So yeah, we've got plenty of soldiers at the moment, so we can stick one in there for stuff. I don't know what doing the upgrade would get me for this, and I don't see an easy way to find out. Maybe I'll look it up later. Okay, so things are now going quite well. Oh, let's finish off Gauss weapons because that's very nearly done.
I have made a number of
interesting
discoveries, Commander. Commander, with the Advent officer currently in cold storage, we should perform the autopsy as soon as possible.
That's probably sensible. So Gauss weaponry. So we can get sniper rifles that will actually hurt rather than just sort of tickling the enemy, and a cannon that does even more rifle as well, and a temnotic rifle. I don't know what that is. Oh, is that going to be that's going to be the one for the for Dragonova presumably, and we can also research Illyrium. That's a weird prereq. I don't know why Gauss weapons will be a prereq for that for Illyrium. But yeah, so the temnotic rifle is the upgrade for the Vector for the what they're not skirmishers, the other ones, the Reapers. So yeah, okay, they'll get Dragonova. It's a little bit more power, better sniper rifle, and better heavy cannon. Nice. So. We have some choices. We can do the Advent Officer Autopsy, which is the one that's recommended as the plot relevant one. That is the plot relevant icon flashing away there. It's only 3 days, so that seems worthwhile. Carry on with the plot, or we can do the Alien Encryption, which is also plot relevant. It seems. Resistance Radio does seem quite useful, to be honest. Psionics seems incredibly useful. I don't know how long it'll take us to get actually good at psionic, to be honest. Lost is will take 2 days to do. We don't seem to have got a free research on that one yet. If you kill enough of them, if you get enough of the bodies though, you can do the autopsies instantly, which is rather nice. So I kind of approve of that. It's very useful. Oh, gas grenades, that could be quite useful as well though. I didn't know you got a bonus on amount of damage you did when you did the research on them. That's quite interesting. 4 days. That's not too long. 6 days for the muton, and 8 days left on the alien data cache, but we don't really care about that too much. So 3 good options here, I think. The Advent Officer autopsy will continue the plot, so that's nice to get. Resistance radio will help us get contact with the Resistance, but I don't think we need that yet. We're doing quite well at just contact them as it is. Psionics would be quite nice. It's a long research project, but it would be having psionics would be potentially quite very powerful. And then you're suggesting doing the Viper autopsy to get the bonus damage against them. They don't have that much health though, so with things like with the mag weapons and the Gauss weapons, we're going to be able to take them down without too much difficulty. I think the hardest part with them is going to be whatever cover they're in. I'd have thought. True. Vipers will also evolve. Too much Factorio. All right. Let's go for the Viper one then.
Although I would expect to be growing more accustomed to seeing the clear intermingling of both human and alien genetic material, I must admit, this reptilian creature with such distinctive human features is surprisingly unsettling.
Human features? It's
Invasion
got arms, I
era
suppose.
reports include references to a species with some reptilian qualities, but nothing as readily apparent as this.
Alright, so we'll leave them to get on with that.
Without access to refined fossil fuels, power is difficult to come by outside the cities. Even among the staunchest of anti-alien dissidents, recovered Advent equipment is highly coveted.
Right, so we can put Persistent and Dragonova in here to improve their bond. That seems like a good idea. It'll take them out for 3 days, but sure, that's fine. We probably won't have any more combat in that time. So, what does that get? When they're on... if we send them both out on a covert op, then the duration is reduced by a day. That's quite nice. Spotter sounds quite useful. So if you get the 2 of them attacking the same target, then you get some bonuses. A lot of these feel very... like it's an extra thing I'm going to have to think about quite hard in order to actually use any of these things. And they can automatically cleanse their adjacent bond mate of any negative mental effects. That actually sounds really useful. Okay, sounds good to me. And I can do the retraining as we saw earlier. So that's or train new ones over here. Okay, what does this cost? So if I wanted to go in here. Okay, so 5 days. Okay, interesting. I don't want to do that at the moment because I'm pretty happy with the way I've been training everyone. But it's not interesting to see that's how that works. Oh right, I thought okay. Well, it would have been useful to have the extra damage against them, but never mind. I'm probably going to research the Vipers eventually at some point. So. Actually, that said, it's not been very long, so there's probably I don't know the gas. Let's leave it running. The gas grenades might be useful. It's only 4 days, as we said. Right. So I think at that point we should call this an end of the episode because it is after 11 o'clock, and that means it is about my bedtime, and I don't want to carry on playing till after midnight like I did on Monday. So thank you everyone for watching. I hope you've enjoyed the stream. I shall be back on what's going to be happening in the near future. Well, Friday and Saturday will be the Factorio catch-up videos as usual. I am thinking of nudging the Saturday videos back to Sunday to spread them out a little bit, but maybe I'll just wait because at the beginning of September everything's going to get a bit of a shuffle anyway. I shall be back to stream more Factorio on Monday, so do come along then, as usual, 7:30 UK time. The bunch of us carrying on with Factorio and trying to keep all of our resources flowing nicely. I'm hoping that I'm going to find enough time to finish off the video I'm working on at the moment and have that released on Tuesday for supporters. So if you're a supporter, that means either a subscriber on Twitch, a member on YouTube, or drop in some donations on Ko-Fi. Then you'll get early access to those videos through the Discord channel. So that'll come out then, or it'll come out the week after if you're not a supporter, so you'll just have to be a little bit patient. I think that's all that's on the cards at the moment. So as always, thank you very much for watching. I hope to see you in the next everything that goes on the channel. Make sure you're subscribed, make sure you're following, or whatever is appropriate. And I'll see you next time. Thanks again, and goodbye.